mind right and make this work. Let's go to work. Come on. Everything you down, last round. Everything you down. Go get it.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this softball classic between the GCU Lopes and the Princeton Tigers. JP Sard alongside Dominic Hinton. And Dominic, we got a good game on our hand. GCU comes in 10-9, Princeton 0-3. They lost both games yesterday, lost one game this morning. GCU split their first two games of the Lopes Up Classic yesterday, 1-1. Their win was against Princeton, and they got a rematch right now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here in West Phoenix, Arizona, and we're looking for a great game. The GCU Lopes, like you said, they're 19 games of their season. However, Princeton only 3 games in, so it's an early season so far for Princeton. Haven't really gotten to see much of what they're about, but we're hoping that the GCU Antelopes can tackle this one for sure.
Yeah, the Lopes defeated Princeton yesterday 5-1. It was a good bounce-back game for the Lopes after they struggled against South Dakota, fell 10-1. Princeton played South Dakota earlier today, lost to them 11-5. 5 runs is a bonus for Princeton, though. Most runs they've scored so far in this tournament. And now they will play a tough GCU Antelopes roster, led off by Lorianne Olson. Ashley LaGuardia, the pitcher for the Princeton Tigers. Her first appearance came against UNLV yesterday, their first game of their season. She went 4 innings, allowed 6 earned runs on 6 hits.
Yeah, kind of a slow start so far to the season for LaGuardia. She's got a 10.50 ERA, but like we said, she's only had 1 appearance. So we'll see if the GCU Lopes can tackle this one right away.
And Lorianne Olson leads us off, taking the first pitch for a strike.
It's nice to see Lorianne Olson moving up to that number 1 spot. She's got the speed for it. She's able to get on base, so let's see her take this one right away. I'd like to see her get aggressive and get out there early.
She falls behind 0-2. Lorianne Olson went 1 for 3 yesterday against Princeton. She scored a single in the first. Ended up scoring on a Lainey Gomez RBI single. She gets herself back in the count with a ball, 1-2. Goes after this one, holds it back, evens up the count, 2-2.
Good eye, being really selective. She's batting .323 on the season, which is impressive, but I think even more impressive is she's got a .348 on base percentage, which is why she is in that number 1 spot right now.
This one well outside for a ball. Catcher does a good job not letting that passer. Lopes in the all-purple today. Princeton wearing the black with the word Princeton in the orange outline. Lopes the designated away team for this game. Lorianne Olson ground ball to third. It'll be sent over to first. Can't handle the throw, and Lorianne Olson will be safe at first, leading off the Lopes.
A great all-around at-bat for Olson. She fell behind early 0-2, but she did not fail to work that count. She was still selective. She fought that one off and ran all the way through.
Shea Smith batting second. Of course, we saw that change for the second game yesterday against Princeton. Lorianne Olson and Shea Smith switched spots in the order. Lorianne leading us off now. Shea with a little bunt, a little too high. It'll be popped out right to the pitcher, LaGuardia. Lorianne Olson stays at first.
Yeah, I think that pitch was just a little bit too high in the zone for her to bunt, but she had her mind made up. And it ended up not paying off for her.
First pitch. She takes the bunt up high. Now Sierra Smith comes to the plate, batting .419 on the year so far. She's got 15 RBIs, 1 more than her sister Shea. And she falls behind in the count just like Lorianne Olson did. 0-2. Just 1 out on the board, runner at first.
The interesting thing about Sierra, too, is she has 1 less RBI than her sister, but she's got 1 more home run with 2 home runs on the season. So it's nice to see she's got a little power behind her along with her speed.
She gets a foul tip on that one. As I said earlier, Princeton lost 11-5 earlier against South Dakota. They let up 6 runs in the first inning. Caroline Tabor was the starting pitcher there, only went .1 innings in the first. Sierra fouls off another, 1-2.
Yeah, no, I think a big key for the Lopes right now is getting ahead early, really getting their offensive bats moving. If they can get ahead, it'll definitely give their starting pitcher a little bit more confidence.
Sierra takes this one, evens up the count 2-2. Working LaGuardia early. Already getting her pitch count up. Sends this one high out to right field. Shielding off the sun, off the wall, almost went over. Lorianne Olson did a good job waiting. She'll still have time to get around to home. Beats the throw comfortably. Pitcher cuts it off. Sierra Smith is in there for a triple.
And like I said, Sierra Smith, she has that power. She just got under that one. I know everybody in the stands was thinking that one was going out, but she'll take that triple. That was a great hit right off the wall.
Great hit by Sierra Smith. Gets the Lopes on the board early. 1-0 GCU.
And this is where the momentum starts to shift early. Now you got 1 out and a runner on third. A perfect scoring opportunity if she can get one just right out of the infield.
So Lorianne Olson scores the run. Will not be charged as an earned run to LaGuardia as Olson reached on an error.
I didn't hear the intros, that's why. I was making sure.
Now Lainey Gomez is batting .300, but she's got 13 RBIs. Let's see if she can make a 14th right here.
Picked up one of those RBIs yesterday against Princeton in that first inning. Scored Lorianne Olson. Trying to score Sierra Smith here.
She's got to be selective on this one, and she's ahead 3-0.
Lainey Gomez gets the walk. Very diligent at bat there. 4 straight pitches.
And already we're seeing really good discipline by the Lopes hitters. They're really making LaGuardia pitch to them, making her hit those outside corners.
Lainey Gomez base on balls, and yesterday Nikki Gonzalez in the first inning against Princeton went deep for a 2-run home run. Took it out to right.
Yeah, she's a big power force in that lineup. She leads she's tied, for the most home runs with 3 on the season. She's definitely a presence on this GCU lineup.
Takes 2 inside pitches. Lainey Gomez is going for it. Gets tagged out at second. Great throw down by Walsh.
Lainey Gomez just did not get the jump she wanted on that one.
Keely Walsh, the junior catcher, guns her down. Nonetheless, Nikki Gonzalez will still have an opportunity to bring in Sierra Smith. 2-1 the count. This one finds the bottom right corner. Two the count, 2 outs. Sierra Smith on third. Count is full, 3-2.
Now right now, if I'm Nikki Gonzalez, you got a 3-2 count and a runner on third. You got to do anything you can to get that run in.
Here's the pitch. Hits her in the back. She will get on first safely. 3-2 count. She gets hit in the back, makes it to first, seems okay. Just walked that one off. And we got a new pitcher, got a new hitter now for the Lopes, replacing Bianca Bowling. Kaylee Dietrich will be batting for GCU. She has come in a few games. Her and Bianca Bowling have kind of been battling for that first base spot.
Yeah, Kaylee Dietrich's a young player, and she's got a lot of potential. It's nice to see her get a little bit of playing time.
batting .316 and 19 at bats. Only got 3 RBIs on the year. Got another chance right now with 2 outs. LaGuardia trying to fight out of this inning the best she can. And she gets ahead 0-1.
Like you said, her and Bowling have been competing for that spot in the lineup. Right here is a perfect opportunity for her to get to prove herself.
This one low. Walsh does a good job keeping it in front of her. Keeping the runners where they're at. And she will get hit as well. LaGuardia losing a little bit of control on the inside of the plate.
Yeah, that's the second batter in a row that she has hit. She definitely needs to settle in because she's not hitting those corners like she wants to.
Maddie Dowdle now to the plate with the bases loaded, 2 outs. LaGuardia in a little bit of a jam. Sierra Smith has been on third for the last 3 batters, though. Nobody's been able to get it to her. 2 hit-by pitches. Laney Gomez was caught stealing. If Laney Gomez just stayed on first and didn't steal, we would have just scored a run on that HBP.
That just goes to show that every little play counts. Instead of 1 out, bases loaded with a run scored, we've got bases loaded, 2 outs. See if Maddie Dowdle can break this one open even more.
Lopes lead 1-0, have the bases loaded. Good opportunity here. And this one inside.
LaGuardia keeps going for that inside pitch, but has not been working for her so far this inning.
LaGuardia doing her best to find that inside of the plate, keep everything on the ground in front of her infield. She's fall behind 2-0.
Well, right now in this 2-0 count, this is where you got to take control as a batter. And as a team, these situations are where you break it open.
This one cut out to right field, just misses. The diving catch is the second baseman, Docks. That was just a few feet right of the foul line. Maddie Dowdle will go back to the plate.
I know as Docks was diving for that one, Maddie Dowdle was holding her breath. Right here, she gets a second opportunity to come alive.
Maddie Dowdle now hacks this one in. Much more fair, and a blooper gets in. Docks doesn't dive for this one.
That's going to score 2 on that one.
2 runs by Maddie Dowdle. A 2-run single. Danielle Docks, kind of almost the exact same play.
Right.
Went in there, dove for it, was just short of it. This one was fair.
And sometimes that's all you need, just a little blooper right into the outfield that was able to score 2. Now it's 3-0 Lopes.
So Sierra Smith scores a run. Nikki Gonzalez comes around to score. Dietrich gets to third. And Maddie Dowdle is on first with another new addition to the Lopes lineup. Taylor Keaton. Jordan Keaton, excuse me. Jordan Keaton has been a solid pinch hitter for the Lopes. And she'll get a single up the middle, maybe some more. Center fielder dives to her knees to get it. Keaton will stay at first, but Maddie Dowdle will get the second and a run will score. Dietrich comes home from third.
A great piece of hitting by Keaton. Really just stayed back there, drove it straight up the middle. Nothing more you can ask for. Got that run in. Now it's 4-0 Lopes.
So Sierra Smith with a 1-out triple.
Taylor K.
Scored Lorianne Olson.
And that just shows the Lopes are never to be counted out. They had 2 outs, and they've continued to score.
So 3 runs scored with 2 outs, and they are not done yet. Taylor K at the plate, the number 9 hitter.
Taylor K's got a lot of speed, and she's very confident in her bunting abilities. We've seen her lay down some really nice ones this season so far. It'll be interesting to see what she does at the plate.
Taylor K with a really solid batting average so far this season. 306. That's including 3 singles yesterday against Princeton. She'll bunt, and she'll beat out the throw to first. Bases loaded.
And like I said, she is confident in that bunting ability. You blink once and she's already at first base. She has that speed. Most players don't choose to lay down a bunt with 2 outs, but she can do it.
LaGuardia made the right move to check on the runner at third, but that gave Kay just enough time to get to first. She was beat out the throw by a split second. Loads the bases, but smart play by LaGuardia. Make sure the runner doesn't score.
Yeah, LaGuardia did the right thing there, but Kay is just too fast. Do not sleep on Taylor Kay.
So we have made our way around the order. Lorianne Olson back up to plate in the first inning.
It's always a positive sign for the offense when you make it all the way around in one inning.
Especially the first inning. It's a great start to the game. Olson reached on an error by the first baseman.
Lopes are coming out hot, and that's exactly what they wanted to do here.
Very similar story for Princeton. They played South Dakota earlier this morning, allowed 6 in the first. They ended up coming back in the 4th and 5th. They were trailing just 5-6, moving to the bottom of the 5th inning, and allowed 2 runs in the 5th and 3 in the 6th inning. They ended up dropping that one in 7 innings to South Dakota. South Dakota beat GCU 10-1 yesterday. Lopes, first game of this Lopes Up Classic. Lorianne Nelson hacks at this one, foul. Goes into the net behind.
She's got 2 strikes with 2 outs, and the bases loaded. Right here is where she's got to choke up, sit back, and just drive that ball to the opposite field. Try and get 1, maybe 2 runs in.
Now LaGuardia, the 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2.
LaGuardia likes to bait those batters with that outside pitch, trying to paint those corners, but the GCU Lopes are disciplined. They do not bite at all.
This one high, full count, 2 outs. Runners will be leaving on the pitch.
Runners will be moving. That means the infield will definitely be moving too. If she can put one in play right here, I definitely think it'll be exciting.
Olson with a full count. Bounces this one to the second baseman. Gets in there, out. Taylor Kay thrown out at second. The Lopes end the first, top of the first with 4 runs. They jump out to a big 4-0 lead. We will be right back for the bottom of the first.
Support the dance department at the Spring Student Spotlight Dance Concert. Enjoy inspirational choreography performed by GCU students and celebrate the arts March 13th and 14th in the Thunderground. Always something going on here at GCU. Love to see the arts get supported. But right now we've got quite the softball game with GCU Lopes jumping out 4-0 in the first inning. Not really much more you can ask for, batting all the way around.
Yep, Lopes do a good job getting out to a 4-0 lead. 10 batters batting in that first inning. We have a new pitcher for GCU in this game. Yessie Morrison. She's had 2 starts so far this season. She's got an 0-1 record, 3.50 ERA. We saw her yesterday in the South Dakota game. We saw 3 Lopes pitchers in that game. Bobo started, then Mariah Valencia came in for relief, and Morrison followed her. Came in for a couple innings. So Morrison's got 8 innings pitched on the year, 6 strikeouts so far, only 4 earned runs allowed. So Yessie Morrison is excited to get her 3rd start of the game, or 3rd start of the season.
This Lopes pitching staff is a young pitching staff, but Coach Pearson has a lot of faith in them, lets them go and pitch out of these jams. Morrison now has a 4-0 lead, so let's see if she can go to work right here, retire these Princeton batters, and let her offense do the talking.
Megan Donahue, the leadoff batter for the Princeton Tigers. The outfield and the field is pretty much the same for the Lopes. Jordan Keaton is playing designated player, so she will not be in the field. The only difference is Kaylee Dietrich is at the first base position in place of Bianca Bowling. Dowdle Gomez K from left to right. Sierra Smith at third base. Her sister Shay at Shortstop, Lorianne Olson at second. And Nikki Gonzalez behind the plate. Just a little dribbler right to Sierra Smith. Throws over to Dietrich for the first out of the bottom of the first.
And Morrison has a lot of trust in her defense. And as a pitcher, that's huge, to be able to just go up there with confidence, throw those pitches, and let them be put into play.
Now Kaylee Pierce batting for the Tigers. First pitch outside.
Kylie Pierce kind of struggling so far this weekend. She's got 1 hit in 7 at-bats. Trying to see if she can get her bat to come alive in this game.
This one misses the zone outside again. 2-0. Yessie Morrison falls behind.
Both Yessie Morrison and LaGuardia are trying to paint those outside corners. The ump is not giving them to either of them.
Got a tight strike zone. This one bounced right back to Yessie Morrison, and he'll do it herself, or she'll do it herself. Second out of the bottom of the first. Coming to the plate now, Allison Harvey.
Allison Harvey.
So a solid start to the first inning for Yessie Morrison. Trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning. Starts it with a ball.
Yessie Morrison is up there pitching with confidence right now. That's what you love to see when her off speed starts working.
Beautiful drop ball, finds the strike zone, 1-1. Fastball gets her swinging.
Blew that one right by her.
1-2 count to Harvey. Allison Harvey bounces this one foul. She went 0-3 yesterday against GCU. She only has 1 hit in this Lopes Sub Classic, went 1 for 3 against UNLV. Was caught stealing on that at bat. She'll get this one, almost catches the line out and left.
That one was almost extra bases. I know all the Lopes fans definitely held their breath on that one, just waiting for it to go foul.
Maddie Dowdle scurried after that one, but didn't have to worry about it as it went foul. Yessie Morrison, 1-2 pitch. High.
Yessie Morrison still ahead in this count right here, but she cannot lose this one. I know a 1-2-3 inning would be huge for those Lopes' confidence.
This one outside, count is full, 2 outs, no runners on. Infielders take a step in, give Yessie a little word of encouragement as she tries to finish this inning on a good note. Swung on, sent down the line, rolls a little bit foul. Harvey stays alive.
Allison Harvey having a really solid at-bat. Working the count all the way to full.
This one sent right back, redirected on her legs. Great play by Lorianne Olson to get that over to Dietrich.
Really nice.
Finishes out the inning, 1-2-3 for GCU. They lead 4-0 after the first. We'll be right back on GCU TV.
your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Ball Stadium. Lorianne Olson makes a great play. Ground ball redirected on Yessie Morrison's leg, and she picks it up and sends it over to first for the final out of that first inning.
Yeah, Lorianne Olson's got a great bat, but she's got a really good glove as well at second base. Heads up, staying on her toes. Played that ball perfectly. So the Lopes, a great start to the beginning of the game. Batted all the way around their first time up. Had a 1-2-3 inning. Now they're ready to go to work right here.
So Shea Smith will be leading us off in the second inning. Sure, the Lopes want to keep their foot on the pedal. They beat Princeton yesterday 5-1. Already put 4 in the first. And I know they were a little frustrated with some of their bats. That could have maybe scored some more runs there. Pass ball, no one on, doesn't matter. Shea Smith, 1-0.
Shea Smith was named the WAC Hitter of the Week following GCU's 6-game sweep over Niagara and Houston Baptist last week. So Shea Smith staying hot.
It was a great tournament for GCU. They went 6-0, scored 60 runs across 6 games. Shea Smith takes that pitch for a strike. The 2-1 pitch coming to Shea Smith is bunted down. Great find by Shea Smith. Will get the gap. Throw goes past first baseman. Shea will continue on to second. She's going to continue on to third. Heads up base running by Shea Smith. And a great play for her. Gets her all the way to third.
A perfect bunt laid down right in between the third baseman and the pitcher. Left a little bit of confusion, and that throw was just a little bit too wild. Shea Smith always heads up on the base pass, but able to take 2 and 3.
So her sister will come to the plate now. She found 3 bases on her last at bat. Much more cleaner than Shea, though. She got a triple all the way back to the wall right in front of the scoreboard. Hit the white stripe on top of the fence. Almost went over that wall for a home run.
I'll tell you what, the Smith sisters continue to do damage to this Princeton team.
They continue to keep their batting averages in sync. 416 for both of them coming into this game. Each of them have a hit so far here.
JP, we were talking before the game. It's so interesting how both Smith sisters mimic each other's style of play.
Sierra Smith fouls this one straight back. Lainey Gomez will help the catcher Walsh. Picks that one up for her. 2-1 count now for Sierra Smith. Runner on third.
Sierra Smith is in a perfect position right now. She's got a 2-1 count and a runner on third. She's looking to drive this one into the gap, hopefully get a couple bases.
That one outside. 3-1. No outs on the board for GCU. Gets aggressive on that one. Finds the gap. They won't get there. Bounces into the fence. Sierra will get 2 bags and score her sister Shea. And the Lopes lead 5-0.
And like I said, on that 3-1 count, the perfect batter's count, she just stayed back and drove it right in the gap. She does what she does best, and that's grabbing extra bases.
So a clean double for Sierra Smith, scores her sister, and now she is in scoring position for Lainey Gomez.
And Lainey Gomez, who's slugging .433. She's got a hot bat right now. I know she'd love to do a little bit more damage.
Lainey Gomez gets ahead in the count early, 2-0.
LaGuardia struggling early for Princeton.
Can't find her spots, but she finds it there. 2-1. But LaGuardia already with 52 pitches.
And I think that's GCU's game plan. Make the pitcher pitch to them. Get her pitch count up early.
And Lainey Gomez finds a single, but I think Sierra is forced to stay at third. Lainey Gomez will advance to second on the throw.
And great heads-up base running by Gomez. She saw that the Princeton defender held it for a little bit longer than she should have, and she just took that bag, no problem.
Lainey Gomez was walked in the first, got caught stealing. She said, hey, I'm just going to steal it before they get a chance to throw me out here. She's at second. Sierra's on third. No outs now for Nikki Gonzalez.
And as a fan, it's always great when your team's bats come alive early.
And an early pitching substitution for Princeton. Caroline Tabor will come in. As I said earlier, she was credited with the loss earlier this morning against South Dakota, but she only threw 25 pitches. She only got 1 out in the inning, 0.1 innings pitched, 4 earned runs.
And the big hitting Nikki Gonzalez coming up to bat. She's got a lot of power, and I know she's excited to try and drive these 2 runs in right here off a new pitcher.
She smells some blood, a new pitcher coming in. In addition to pitching this morning against South Dakota, Caroline Tabor came in against UNLV yesterday.
So these Princeton pitchers getting a lot of work this weekend. This is their opening weekend for their season.
Yep, she pitched 2 innings against UNLV, 40 pitches. She got 2 strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits. Very solid outing for her in a couple innings. So the Lopes jumping out to a quick 5-0 lead. And they are threatening for an additional 2 more runs, maybe even some more, with 0 outs on the board.
Nikki Gonzalez.
Nikki Gonzalez is going to come up to bat. Like we said, she's a power hitter and a big presence in this lineup.
Nikki Gonzalez has 3 2-run home runs so far this year. This one fouled up. I think it's going to stay in play. The catcher will get it. And a foul out on the first pitch for Nikki Gonzalez.
Yeah,
perfect start for Caroline Tabor.
I think Nikki Gonzalez just got a little bit ahead of herself on that one. Swinging at the first pitch, just got under it. She's definitely got to be frustrated.
Now batting first baseman, Kaylee Dietrich.
Not going to be happy with herself there. Had a golden opportunity with 2 runners in scoring position. But now Kaylee Dietrich comes to the plate. She was hit by a pitch in her last at bat. Scored a run for GCU.
And another opportunity for Dietrich to prove that she could be the everyday first baseman. Her and Bowling still continuing to battle for that spot.
She was the final run in that first inning 4 spot they put on Princeton.
Just a little ahead of herself on that one, fouling it off.
So a tough start for Princeton. LaGuardia gives up 5 runs. 2 more potential earned runs sitting on base. That will be charged to LaGuardia. Tabor trying to make sure that does not happen. Misses the zone there. High and outside. 1-2.
I'll tell you what, if she's going to miss anywhere, that was a perfect spot to miss. That looked like a good pitch.
It was close to the strike zone. Kept Dietrich intrigued.
But these Lopes hitters are very selective hitters.
And the 1-2 to Dietrich. Sent high, out to left, in short. Left fielder runs up to get that one. 2 outs in the top of the second for GCU.
Dietrich did everything she could on that one. Her goal was just to get that one to the outfield to score the run. It was just a little bit too short.
Batting now for GCU, the left fielder.
So a perfect start for Caroline Tabor. Gets 2 straight outs. Made Nikki Gonzalez foul out. Dietrich flew out. And now Maddie Dowdle comes to the plate. She had a 2 RBI single in the first inning. And she hits another single. She'll get another 2 RBIs here.
And what's great about these Lopes is they never stop battling with 2 outs. They continue to score runs.
This one inside, almost catches her on the hip, but misses the zone. 1-1.
Maddie Dowdle, she's a great hitter, but she also has a great glove. We've seen her make a couple really spectacular plays in the outfield.
Maddie Dowdle swings at this one, fouls it off just in front of the Princeton dugout.
She's behind 1 and 2 right here. She's got to choke up, try and drive this thing opposite field, get these runs in.
Second baseman playing well over. Doc's playing in between first and second, and Grant kind of standing almost on the first base line.
Yeah, the shift is on, and their goal right now, if you're Princeton, is try to get her to ground right into it.
A big gap right in center field.
She can put this ball between second base. I think she can definitely nab two.
Pulls this one out left. It'll be foul. Viscusi almost shuffled over there to get that one, but a little too fast for her. Dowdle stays alive, 2-2. Dowdle swings and misses. Caroline Tabor comes in to finish off the Lopes with 2 runners in scoring position. Gets out of the jam for Princeton, but the Lopes put 1 in the top of the second. They lead 5-0.
The annual Run to Fight Children's Cancer is next Saturday, March 10th. Register for the 5K or 10K online at runtofightcancer.com. All proceeds are donated directly to the Phoenix Children's Hospital and Children's Cancer Network. Love to see as many Lopes as possible out at that run.
Yep, talk about Paint the Valley purple. There will be a lot of purple t-shirts at that run to fight cancer.
Right now the Lopes with a comfortable 5-0 lead over the Princeton Tigers. Speaking of purple, they've got their beautiful purple uniforms on right now. Tell you what, I love those things. That's for sure.
Yep, the all-purple look pretty slick. The Lopes get 1 in the second, but I'm sure they're a little disappointed leaving those runners on second and third.
They left 2 runners on, but I definitely know that Morrison enjoys having this comfortable 5-0 lead. She can just go out there and give her best stuff. She's got a solid defense that backs her up and an offense that's supporting her solidly right now.
So a long top of the second only results in 1 run for GCU. Kaylee Grant will come to the plate for Princeton. Yessie Morrison hasn't been out there in quite a bit. Gonna have to jump right back into it. She does that with the ball.
Kaylee Grant has yet to have a hit so far. She's 0 for 3 this weekend. So she's definitely trying to get her first hit of the season. I'll tell you what, Morrison has that off speed that has just been working for her today. She's pitching with a lot of confidence.
This one tipped off Yessie Morrison's glove. Lainey Gomez can't get to that redirection. And Grant will get on with a single, leading off the Tigers here in the second.
Batting now, number 9.
Kaylee Grant finally gets her first hit of the season. Just past the glove of Lorianne Olson. Almost had a nice backhand play. And right now, if I'm Morrison, all I want is a double play. She can give a good pitch for her to get on the ground. Her defense will back her up.
The catcher, Keely Walsh, now batting in the 5th spot. She went 3 for 4 earlier this morning. Had a great game. She bounces this one. Possible double play now for the Lopes, and they'll get it. Great scoop by Dietrich. Results in a 5-4-3 double play for GCU.
And Sierra Smith is just a vacuum at the hot corner. She played that hop perfectly, stood her ground, and was able to roll too.
And a great double play for GCU. Yessie Morrison has to smile at that one.
Yeah, she's got the defense to back her up and continues to allow her to pitch with confidence.
And a swing at this one by Wazlowski. She went 1 for 4 earlier today.
So Princeton continuing to struggle getting that offense going.
Wazlowski 1 for 4 earlier today with 2 RBIs. She scored a run. It was a double she hit. She went 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk against GCU, against Alexa Coons. This one finds the outside part of the plate. Yessie Morrison still ahead, 1-2. This one outside, 24th pitch so far for Yessie Morrison.
And that's what you like to see. The GCU pitchers keeping their pitch count as low as possible, trying to get these 1, 2, 3 innings.
We saw Alexa Coons go over 110 pitches yesterday. This one just half swung, just hits the last part of the dirt before getting to the outfield, and it'll result in a single. Shea Smith was playing very shallow, and Wazlowski was able to hit that right over her head.
Yeah, that was just a perfectly hit pitch. One of those things, if you're Shea Smith, you just can't do anything but shake your head and move on to the next one. The nice thing is now there is a force out at second base.
Runner is going. Ball goes over her head. Great play by center fielder Lainey Gomez to cut that one off, not giving her any extra bases after that.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Gomez. As soon as that ball sailed, she was there to back it up.
But a stolen base for Wazlowski.
So now the force is taken away at second base, and there's a runner in scoring position for the Princeton Tigers.
Swing and a miss by Michaela Blaska. So a runner in scoring position for the Tigers. They're 0-1 today with runners there.
Nikki Gonzalez calling for that outside pitch. Like we said earlier, the ump has just not been generous given those corners.
Yessie Morrison misses this one outside, evens up the count, 2-2. 2 up for the Lopes, so the 8-9-1 hitters, Keaton, Kay, and Olson. He'll be leading off GCU, hoping to put some more runs on the board. This one fouled up. It'll be close to the net. And Nikki Gonzalez crashes into the wall pretty hard.
Yeah, she hit that one. Could not keep that one in her glove, but I don't blame her. She hit that padding solid.
Fans gave a little groan right when she did that, but she hopped up to her knees, threw the ball to Yessie Morrison real quick, and then right back up on her feet. So she seems okay. That's why they put some pads there. The full count pitch, or the 2-2 pitch, flipped over to Dietrich for the out. They get Princeton out in the bottom of the second. Lopes lead 5-0. Moving to the third. We'll be right back here on GCU TV.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
Welcome back to GCU Softball Stadium here on a beautiful Saturday evening. Lopes lead 5-0 against the Princeton Tigers. And Jordan Keaton will come up to bat for GCU.
Jordan Keaton had a solid single in her last at-bat. She's a very productive player. It's nice to see her in the lineup today.
Yep, she is in the lineup as a designated player. Replacing Kenzie Hill. Hill played the catcher position both games yesterday. Keaton hits this one close. Will bounce foul. First baseman almost got to it, but didn't want to risk keeping it fair.
Not sure if that was the smartest play from the first baseman. She definitely could have gotten it. But I understand the logic there. Let it bounce foul.
Close play by Grant.
I know if I'm Keaton, I'm thanking her for letting it bounce foul. Now she's got another shot.
It's 4:30 start time. Of course, everyone's got to deal with the sun. You see Grant, the first baseman, second baseman, Docs. They're all holding up their gloves, blocking out the sun before the pitch. Center fielder has to deal with it. Left fielder might be okay. Right fielder is occasionally having some problems, but this brand new GCU softball stadium kind of puts some weird shades on the field as Jordan Keaton strikes out to lead us off in this third inning. So back-to-back strikeouts for Caroline Tabor. She closed out the second inning with a strikeout of Maddie Dowdle. Picks up her second strikeout there against Jordan Keaton.
And Taylor Kay, the bunt queen herself, up to bat. We saw her lay an impressive 2-out bunt in the first inning.
She lays a little bunt down there, a little half swing, half bunt. She'll get to first. She's going to advance to second on the throw. And right fielder will hold the throw, not test her. Taylor Kay gets a single, advances to second on the error.
I'll tell you what, she's the master of keeping the ball in the infield. She can put it anywhere, and she'll beat that throw out. It definitely puts a lot of pressure on that infield, and we saw it right there with that overthrow.
The Lopes pride themselves on having a lot of speed throughout the lineup. And now we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Lorianne Olson. She reached on an error in the first and also grounded out in the first. So the third error by the Princeton Tigers advances Taylor Kay into scoring position. She is standing on second base. Lorianne Olson now with a 2-0 count, trying to drive her in. She's looking to lay a bunt down, misses it there. 2-1. 1 out on the board. Jordan Keaton striked out to lead us off here in the third inning. But Taylor Kay redeemed her. This one fouled off.
Lorianne Olson, who's made a couple really solid routine plays at second base. Really looking to drive this one run in from second with 1 out. She's got 12 RBIs on the season.
This one misses the zone. Count fills up for Lorianne Olson.
A good job of Olson working that count all the way up to 3-2. Continuing to build the pitch count of the Princeton pitchers. This
one misses the plate. Lorianne Olson draws a walk. And And now the number 2 hitter for GCU, Shea Smith, come to the plate.
Now batting the shortstop.
She
Shea
popped out
Smith.
in the first on a bunt attempt. She singled in the second, advanced to third on some throwing errors.
And with with 1 out, and 2 runners on, the perfect opportunity for Shea Smith to prove why she's the whack hitter of the week. See if she can keep her bat hot.
Would love to get an RBI in this game. Already has a run. Would love to keep the Lopes offensive successes continuing throughout this game. Scored 4 in the first, 1 in the second.
On top of all that, she definitely wants to try and keep her batting average above 400 like she's done so far this season. Batting .419.
This one finds the strike zone, 2-1 to Shea Smith.
Shea Smith is an aggressive hitter, but she's also incredibly selective, usually waiting to see a strike before she gets ahead of it.
2-1 pitch high over the shoulder of Shea Smith. 3-1 to her. Hitter's count. Going to get real aggressive here.
Caroline Tabor, the pitcher for Princeton, starting to lose her grip a little bit.
Shea Smith hacks this one out to left. Foul by a few feet.
All the Lopes fans holding their breath wanting that one to stay fair. That
Yeah.
definitely would have been an extra base hit. Maybe
just-
scored both runs.
Was slicing towards the Lopes dugout. The full count pitch. Shea Smith over the head of the center fielder, Pierce.
And that's definitely going to score 2 runs.
Going to score 2 runs. Shea will be held at second. The throw to the catcher will keep Shea there, but a two RBI double for Shea Smith
And
puts the Lopes up 7-0.
a great piece of hitting by the whack hitter of the week, continuing to keep her bat hot. She just sat back on that one in the 3-2 count, drove it right to the center field wall. Can't ask for anything better than that.
So a run and 2 RBIs so far in this game for Shea Smith. And Sierra Smith also has a run and 2 RBIs, so they have the exact same stat line.
And like we've been saying, they mimic each other so well. It's almost like you get 2 of them.
Taylor Kay, Lorianne Olson score runs. The Lopes have 2 in the third, and they're not done yet. Caroline Tabor was looking very strong, finished out that last inning in a jam. 0-2 to Sierra Smith so far.
Sierra Smith did not like that off-speed outside pitch. Laid off that one.
Tabor misses high. Great snag by the catcher. Didn't let that one go by her.
Yeah, Keely Walsh, the catcher for Princeton. Great reflexes on that one, definitely. Would have advanced the runner to third if it had gotten by her.
The 1-2 pitch misses the zone. Good diligence by Sierra Smith. 2-2. She fought back to even it up. This one outside. Full count for Sierra Smith. Great job after falling behind. 0-2 takes 3 straight pitches, all balls.
And a great at-bat so far, working the count all the way to full. Been very patient.
Pitch to Sierra Smith inside over her shoulder. She'll get walked. And a runner on first and second for Lainey Gomez.
And the Lopes continue to be so decisive at bat, taking the pitches that they don't want. And really only swinging at things that are in their wheelhouse.
So Lainey Gomez comes to the plate. 2 runners on, one of them in scoring position, only one out. She'll let the first pitch pass for a strike.
I think that was a little high for her taste.
Lainey Gomez lets this one go for ball 1. 1-1 the count.
See if Lainey Gomez can try and put one in the gap. Maybe score 2 runs.
Nikki Gonzalez on deck for GCU. That one misses the strike zone. That one was close to the inside high corner.
This ump has not been generous with the corners at all. The GCU Lopes using that to their advantage as hitters.
Really stingy strike zone. This one bounces, but able to get there safe is the runner.
Both runners.
Shea gets the third. Sierra gets to second.
Tell you what,
That tag was close.
It was close, but she got just under it. She got a really nice jump, and both Smith sisters advance.
I think they misjudged how much that pass ball got by her, and it doesn't matter because Lainey Gomez will draw a walk.
And now we got 1 out and bases loaded for GCU's power hitter. I know this is something she dreams about every game. Definitely getting her shot to prove her place in the lineup right here.
That pitch credited as a wild pitch for Caroline Tabor. Nikki Gonzalez almost took a hack at that one. Good eye though, 1-0.
Yeah, just a bit high for her taste.
She's got a golden opportunity. She flew out last time with 2 runners on.
Another good eye there, leaving that one in the dirt.
Walsh going to go talk to Tabor, calm her down. Yeah, Nikki Gonzalez had 2 runners on. She had Sierra Smith on third and Lainey Gomez on second. When she came to the plate with no outs, but she flew out, or fouled out, excuse me. She went after the first pitch. She lets the first 2 pitches come by here, and this one 2-0.
And this right here is where GCU needs to strike. You got 1 out and bases loaded. Your power hitter up to bat. This is where you slowly start to really just take control of this game.
The 2-0 pitch to Nikki Gonzalez. Inside, finds the plate for a strike. Great pitch by Tabor, 2-1.
As a predominantly power hitter, I know that Nikki Gonzalez is a little bit frustrated. She hasn't seen a strike yet.
This one bounces inside.
I think that hit her a little bit.
Goes past. It did roll and hit her.
She'll take that because that's a run right there. Now GCU is up 8-0.
A run walked in.
Now batting first baseman, Kaylee Dietrich.
So a hit by pitch for Nikki Gonzalez will score a run.
Kaylee Dietrich up, continuing to prove herself at first base.
Now Dietrich's going to steal the golden opportunity. She'll hit it. They get the force at home, go for the out at first, and they get it. A great double play turned by Princeton. The Lopes leave 2 runners stranded, had the bases loaded, but they get 3 in the third. Lopes lead 8-0.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshop.com, lopeshop.gcu.edu, pardon me, to find everything GCU from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off just for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple and Lopes up. How about that? Use our code, get 20% off in the Lope
It
shop.
used to be 10 or 15%, I think, and now it's up to 20. Don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So the Lopes score 3 in the top of the third. They have 8 runs so far on 9 hits, but I think an even bigger number is 7 runners left on.
Yeah, their bats have continued to be dominant. The offense has continued to strike. But like you said, they have struggled to get some of those runners in.
Yeah.
It'd be a completely different game if they did.
And in a blowout game kind of like this, when they're up 8-0, you start focusing on the little things, and one of those is situational softball. And when you got the bases loaded with 1 out, you want to at least bring in 1 run. And Dietrich grounded into a double play
I think it's one
on
of
the first pitch.
It's one of those things when you have those golden opportunities, I think the hitters get a little bit too excited. They start to reach for pitches that maybe aren't necessarily in their zone. But Yesenia Morrison will continue to pitch.
She's got 31 pitches coming into this inning. Doing a very good job so far.
She's really been hitting her zone. She's got the fastball working for her. Off speed has been working for her. Pitching with great confidence with a solid defense that's backing her up.
Fouled off by Dox. This one grounded to short. Shea Smith guns it over to first. Great stretch by Dietrich. Gets the first out of the bottom of the third.
Shea Smith has those quick hands. She read that hop. Saw the runner moving a little bit fast, and she just fired that one across the diamond. Great play.
Great arm by Shea Smith. Gets the first out for Yessie Morrison.
The Shea Smith, the Smith sisters, excuse me, are the whole left side of the diamond on lockdown.
Yep, Sierra turned that double play in the second inning. Shea makes a great play there. The long throw all the way over to first. Now the 9 hitter, Alex Vescusi.
That one just a bit inside. Still not able to work that inside corner yet. We'll see if she can get this off-speed pitch off.
Vescusi's had 3 at-bats so far this year. No hits. She was a 189 hitter last year for the Tigers. And I think the sun is finally set behind this beautiful softball stadium.
Starting to cool down a little bit out there.
It is starting to cool down. I was just thinking I didn't bring a jacket. I may be in trouble for this 7 p.m. start we have against UNLV. First time the Lopes are playing the Rebels. Should be a good game.
People forget it gets a little cold in the desert at night. Great off-speed pitch and great framework by Nikki Gonzalez. Did not get the call on that one, but if you're going to miss perfectly.
2-2 is the count for Yessie Morrison. This one is going to hit the batter. Lost control of that one. Vescusi will get on first safely.
But now the double play opens up.
Yeah.
So if I'm Morrison, I'm thinking I can just give her something she can hit, let it on the ground, and let my defense do the job.
With one of the hometown girls, left fielder Megan Donahue.
Megan Donahue from Phoenix, Arizona. Hitting for the Tigers. Yessie Morrison, ground ball, going to get the one at first. Olsen holds it at second. Donahue, the leadoff hitter, of course, has a lot of speed there. So that slow bouncer to pitcher. But they get the force at second. Key play there.
Yeah, that was huge. There's nothing really you can do about that one. You had a fast batter coming out of the box. She got the lead runner, which is what she needed to do. Now she can go to work and get this third out right here.
Speaking of fast batters, the center fielder, Kylie Pierce, making a plate appearance now. This one, she was trying to avoid that. Almost caught her on the inside, hit the knob of the bat, so it'll be a foul and a strike. Tough break there for Pierce.
That's one of those rare instances in softball that happens where can't really do anything about it.
Morrison gets a break, and she gets ahead in the count. See if she uses this to her advantage. Capitalizes on it. The 0-1. Grounded to short. Sierra almost stole it from her. Will go past Dietrich. The runner's going home. And the Lopes weren't looking.
That ball was out of play.
Yep. Dietrich noticed that, or excuse me, the right fielder, Taylor Kay, noticed it. It bounced into the Princeton dugout and came out cleanly, which is why it was a little bit confusing. But once it goes there, the play is over. So the runner does not score. Heads up play by Kay noticing that. They were kind of moving in gingerly. The crowd kind of panicked for a minute there.
Yeah, Lopes get a good break on that one, saving that run. Hopefully they can get this out here and go back to their dominant offense.
So Harvey at the plate now. Allison Harvey grounded out in the first inning. Went 2 for 4 in her earlier game against South Dakota. She'll swing at that one, went way early.
Morrison with a little bit of struggles this inning, but nothing too crazy. She's been predominantly dominant this entire game.
This one down the line outside the reach of Sierra Smith, but it's foul. 1-2. One-two pitch outside. Nikki Gonzalez takes a peek at the third base runner. Sierra says to hold it. 2-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Nikki Gonzalez doing a great job of keeping that ball in front of her. She's a wall back there.
Jessie Morrison gets the strikeout to end the inning. Bottom of the third, Lopes lead 8-0. Jessie Morrison finishes it out with a strikeout looking. We will be right back here inside GCU Softball Stadium.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back here on GCU TV for this Lopes Up Classic with the Grand Canyon University Lopes taking on the Princeton Tigers. Lopes lead 8-0. They jumped out with a 4 spot in the first, 1 more run in the second, and 3 more in the third. And Jessie Morrison has been pitching a gem so far for GCU, allowed no runs.
Yeah, right out of the gate, the Lopes were firing on all cylinders. They're just clicking on all levels right now, and great to see them have fun, and hopefully they can finish out this game and get this W.
They almost went around the order in the third as they did in the first. Maddie Dowdle was the one hitter not to go. She'll be at the plate now.
Madeline Dowdle with a great glove in the outfield, but she's batting .235 and slugging .451. See if she can get something started right here for the Lopes.
Well, she took 2 balls, finds a strike there. She's still ahead 2-1.
She got the hitter's count now at 3-1. Gonna wait for her pitch.
This one inside. Maddie Dowdle takes a walk. Ball goes past the catcher. But Dowdle will stay at first for Jordan Keaton to come to the plate. She struck out in the third, singled in an RBI in the first. We will see a pinch runner now, which is Pretty surprising, but we'll probably see Taylor T-Tone out in the outfield as well.
Number 7, Taylor T-Tone.
So T-Tone running for Maddie Dowdle.
Now batting
T-Tone's got speed, so I think the Lopes' plan is hopefully take away the double play ball. Hopefully Jordan Keaton can get something out of the infield. Maybe grab 2 on this one. Quite the productive player. Great to see her in the lineup.
Jordan Keaton with a fresh count. Gets ahead 1-0. Taylor T-Tone scored a run yesterday in the 6th inning.
Yeah, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with on the base path. Catcher Keely Walsh is definitely going to try and keep her honest. She takes off there.
She is tagged out on the steal attempt.
Yeah, she just did not get a good jump on that one. She saw the ball hit the dirt and kind of reacted a little late to it. Walsh has got a good arm and was able to get her. It's the second runner she's grabbed today.
And Keaton drives one out to right center field. This will get to the wall. She'll easily get to second. Coach Pearson telling her to hold up there. And a great strike by Jordan Keaton. Gets her all the way to second.
Yeah, and now if you're the Lopes, you really wish that T-Tone did not get thrown out on that one. That probably definitely would have scored her.
Now batting for the Antelopes, right fielder.
But
Taylor Kay.
nonetheless, you got a runner in scoring position and 1 out. Now Taylor Kay, the queen of infield hits, is going to come up to bat.
Taylor Kay looking like she was going to bunt that one. That one was high. Smart, purposeful pitch there by Caroline Tabor just to see what Kay's thinking.
Infield playing in.
Lets this one go by again. 2-0.
And Princeton knows Taylor Kay, she's got speed. The moment you put your head down to field that ball, you look up, she's already at first base.
She already has 2 singles today. She had 3 against Princeton yesterday. Looking for another one. This one in between the second baseman and pitcher. It'll be a pop out for Taylor Kay, and Keaton will be stuck at second momentarily.
Taylor Kay just kind of checked her swing on that one. Didn't commit all the way through. Got to be a little frustrated with herself popping out to second, but
Lorianne Olson now batting for GCU. She walked in the 3rd, scored a run there. And she will hack this one to 3rd base. Doesn't get a lot of power on it. And they will catch that one for the out. Lopes don't get any in the 4th, but still lead 8-0.
experience the joyous energy of Anything Goes, the latest musical from the College of Fine Arts and Production. Catch the show at Ethington Theater March 16th to the 18th and 23rd to the 25th. Tickets are available at gcu.edu/anything. Great to see another wonderful production going on at the Ethington Theater. Always put on marvelous plays and musicals.
They always put on marvelous performances, and Yessie Morrison is putting on one of her own here. She's got 47 pitches so far. Finished out that last inning with a bang. Strikeout looking.
Yeah, the offense has kind of started to quiet down a little bit, but she has stayed hot. Really just putting her head down and going to work.
Had maybe her best at bat on that last one against Allison Harvey. And we are ready to go. Kaylee Grant, the first baseman, will lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. Dowdle will come back in for Taylor T-Tone in left. First pitch swung on, sent foul, right over the Lopes dugout. Yessie Morrison ahead in the count, 0-1. She sends the pitch outside. Kaylee Grant went 0 for 2 with a walk yesterday against GCU. Against Lexi Coons. This one out to left field. It'll be fair. She's going to be held up at first. So a leadoff single for the Tigers by Kaylee Grant.
And that one just barely fair. I know Morrison was hoping that one would go foul, but now she got the perfect opportunity to allow her defense to roll up a double play here.
This is the exact way we led off the second inning. Kaylee Grant got a single, and Walsh grounded into a double play. We will have a pinch runner, though. Number 5, Hannah Lutz, will come into pinch hit
for the Tigers,
for Grant.
Hannah Lutz. Now batting, number 9, Keely Walsh.
This one's sent to center field outside the stretched out arm of Lorianne Olson. Another single.
Not much you can do about that one. That one hit perfectly right up the middle. But the double play ball is still an option here for the Lopes defense.
Back-to-back singles for Princeton.
Morrison kind of finding herself in her first jam of the game with no outs. The runner in scoring position.
Morrison trying to keep her shutout intact. Wazlowski, that's the pitch go inside. Runners are going to go. They'll get there in time. So I believe that one might be credited as a pass ball. Coach Pearson going to come out and talk to Morrison. And as she does that, Coons is going to head out to the bullpen.
One thing to note is Pearson definitely trusts her pitchers. Always lets them pitch out of a jam. But Coons is going to warm up just in case.
Pearson talking to her infield. The infielders shaking their head as they agree. Morrison going to stay in the game, try to get out of this jam herself.
Hopefully the Lopes can take this 8-0 lead into the fifth. Be interesting to see how Morrison pitches out of this one.
Morrison's got 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. Swing and a miss by Wazlowski. Excuse me, she got a little foul tip on that one. 1-1.
She's got the bottom of the lineup with the 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters all coming up.
Another swing and a miss by Wazlowski. And right after that, mound meeting by Coach Pearson. 2 straight strikes by Morrison. Regains her confidence. This one outside. Nikki Gonzalez takes a look at third. Pump fakes, but back to Morrison.
Nikki Gonzalez doing a good job of keeping that ball in front of her and checking the runner. Continuing to be a dominant force at the backstop.
Wazlowski misses. Great grab by Sierra Smith, but it's foul.
A really nice looking backhand play on that one.
Could have been a highlight reel play if it was fair, maybe. Would have flown it across the infield all the way to first, see if we could have got the out there, but foul ball nonetheless. 2-2 count. Kaylin Wazlowski, this one hit much harder. Luckily for the Lopes, it's foul.
Just a little early on him pulling both of those last 2 pitches. Morrison needs to capitalize on that and just blow one by her right now and get this first out.
Morrison. Pitch fouled off again. Wazlowski stays alive. 3rd foul in a row. The 2-2 pitch. Bounced foul again. Wozlowski doing a great job keeping this at-bat alive.
Sierra Smith has been on her toes at third base. The last 3 have been pulled right to her side.
So 2 leadoff singles for the Princeton Tigers, and then a wild pitch has the runners, or excuse me, a pass ball has the runners on second and third.
And with 3-2 right now, Morrison has to try and get this out any way possible. You don't want to load the bases with no outs.
And Morrison walks or puts a runner on first. Wozlowski did a great job battling off a lot of those strikes, fouling him off. She will draw a walk. Now the base is loaded with no outs for Morrison. Kuhn's still warming up out in the bullpen.
Now batting, the designated player,
But
Michaela
Morrison
Blaska.
will pitch to Michaela Blaska, the 8-9 hitters. Coming up for Princeton. Blaska, the 8. Docks, the 9.
Morrison getting a little wild recently, missing that one right there. See if she can settle in here and try and get the first out of this inning.
The 1-0 pitch finds a strike zone strike for Yessie Morrison.
That's what she's got to keep doing right there, just putting it right in the zone, giving them the opportunity to put a ball in play.
This pitch grounded over. Get the runner out at home. Will not get the runner at first, but they make sure a run doesn't score.
And a great heads-up play by Shea Smith. Or excuse me, by Sierra Smith. Really coming up with that one, knowing that the force out was at home. Saving them from losing a run.
Danielle Docks. First pitch is a strike. Princeton wants to mount a comeback. This is about the best opportunity they've had so far. Morrison's been doing a great job. Only 2 hits coming into this inning. Ground ball. They'll get the runner out at first. Oh, they won't. It was on the exchange.
And the ump is going to say that was dropped on the exchange. The Lopes get a little lucky on that one, saving them from a run. Tell you what I saw. I did see it in the glove for a second.
Tigers managers coming to talk to the umpire. They're going to come together. Robert Huff, Matt Jackson, Glenda Bates talking about it.
The call is going to be reversed
Now
and
they
say
will
that she did
reverse
drop
the call.
it. So Lopes aren't so lucky, I guess.
Calling her out. That is probably the right call, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, it definitely hit her glove, but it didn't hit the glove long enough for it to be out. She definitely bobbled it.
So Nikki Gonzalez with the trouble on the catch. Scores a run for Princeton. They get their first of the game. So it was almost an identical play for GCU, a fielder's choice. Would have got the runner out at home. But an error on Nikki Gonzalez's part scores the run for Princeton.
1 out, bases remain loaded for Princeton. GCU trying to take away this golden opportunity.
That one fouled at her feet. 1-2. This one grounded foul right in front of the Lopes dugout. Sierra Smith will go get that ball for a pitcher. Scusi battling. Essie Morrison sends that one outside, evens up the count, 2-2. One out on the board, still the base is loaded.
And as her pitch count has gone higher, Morrison has started to loosen up a little bit, and a lot of her pitches have gone a little bit high.
This one grounded out. Will find the gap. It's going to score 1 run. They're holding the runner at third. So all runners just advance 1 base. And a 1-out single for Alex Viskuski scores a run for Princeton. Their second of the bottom of the 4th.
And you really, just nothing you could do about that one if you're the Lopes. That one was just hit right in between the shortstop and the third baseman. Just a perfectly hit ball. Scored that run. Princeton.
Wizlowski scores from third.
Princeton continuing to try and chip away at this Lopes lead.
Now a pinch hitter in the number 1 spot.
It's going to be Mackenzie Meyer.
Mackenzie Meyer coming in for
freshman.
Megan Donahue.
Freshman outfielder.
Giving the freshman some good experience here.
Well, she's got the bases loaded with 1 out. But Morrison is going to try and sit her back down. Nikki Gonzalez just cannot frame that pitch. A little bit too outside for the ump.
Mackenzie Meyer with her first at-bat as a Princeton Tiger. She came in as a pinch runner against GCU yesterday and this morning against South Dakota, but she's at the plate now. Pressure's on her, 1 out. Base is loaded, and she'll swing and miss for a strikeout by Yesenia Morrison.
Morrison needed that strikeout. That was huge. Definitely a confidence booster for her, but now she's got 2 outs, forcing every base.
Kylie Pierce.
No pinch hitter for Kylie Pierce. She's 0 for 1 on the day with an error.
Great pitch right there.
First pitch by Morrison is a strike.
Morrison, I think, slowly returning to form.
This one's sent out to left field. Going to be foul. Maddie Dowdle can't get to it in time.
Thank God it was foul, but now she's going to have 2 strikes on her. Morrison's going to try and end this one right here.
Oh, 2 count, 2 outs. Morrison into the last inning with a strikeout looking. I'm sure she'd love to end this one on another strikeout. The 0-2 outside.
Good pitch location. Solid framework by Nikki Gonzalez, but like we've said all game, the ump is just not giving these outside pitches.
Morrison with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and caught it. What a play by Morrison. She catches it, puts the ball down immediately, and gets out of this 4th inning, leaving the bases loaded. 3 runners stranded. And a great play by GCU. Gets them out of the 4th inning. We will move to the 5th inning. Lopes lead 8-2.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared to reach both short and long-term goals. It's definitely prepared me to lead my classroom and also be a teacher leader to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. I'm definitely committed to student success, and so I'm very passionate about working with students. What I absolutely love is when they get that spark in their eye and they understand a concept. When I have those moments is making it all worthwhile in everything that I'm doing. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible. I feel that GCU has prepared me to be an agent of change so that way I can support and advocate on behalf of children in the state of Arizona.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back here inside GCU Softball Stadium. Moving to the 5th inning, Lopes lead by 6. They allowed 2 runs in that 4th inning, but could have been a lot more as they strand 3 runners and get out of that inning with the bases loaded. Great job by Morrison.
Yeah, Morrison doing an impressive job of pitching out of that jam. Coach Pearson continuing to show that she supports her pitchers, allowing them to pitch out of their own jams.
And Olsen ended the 4th inning for the Lopes with a pop-out. Seems like so long ago. And Shea Smith will lead us off here in the 5th. She does that with taking 2 pitches for 2 balls.
Shea Smith, who has just had a hot bat basically this entire season. Going to try and continue staying hot. See if she can break something open this inning for the Lopes. If you're going to have anyone up right now for the GCU Lopes, the Smith sisters are who you want.
And a 4-pitch walk to Shea Smith. A leadoff walk for GCU. And now Sierra Smith will come to the plate.
Now batting third baseman, Sierra Smith.
Sierra Smith, her 4th plate appearance so far. She walked in the 3rd, doubled in the 2nd, and tripled in the 1st.
Both Smith sisters dangerous on the base path. Princeton having a little meeting.
Talking to Caroline Tabor. Coach asking her to go through some of her pitches and what she's going to do here against Sierra Smith.
Yeah, with the Smith sisters, you got to be on your toes, definitely. Be ready for anything. A bunt, ball hit to the outfield. They're always moving.
Nobody warming up in the bullpen just yet for Princeton. UNLV warming up in the bullpen in GCU's bullpen as they play the Lopes' next game. It was scheduled for a 7 p.m. start. Obviously, that will be delayed a bit. That ball comes in for a ball, 2-0. First game of the day was Valparaiso against UNLV, and it Valparaiso against South Dakota, and that went extra innings. And that pushed us back, and we have been trying to play catch-up ever since. In this close game, a lot of runs scored. Hasn't helped much. And another 4-pitch walk to Sierra Smith.
And on 8 pitches, 8 balls. So Caroline Tabor really losing a little bit of control in her pitching right now. And the GCU Lopes are quite okay with that.
The number 4 hitter, the cleanup spot, Lainey Gomez. This one in the dirt. Runners will advance.
And now we're in an even better position right here for the Lopes. Lainey Gomez with no outs and 2 runners in scoring positions. Do anything she can to get these runs in.
First baseman Grant coming to talk to Caroline Tabor, asking her if she's all good.
And the Lopes want to do anything they can to get those 2 runs back that they lost in the last inning.
That one is a ball to Lainey Gomez, so 2-0. So 10 straight pitches resulting in balls, leading us off here in the 5th inning.
And as a pitcher, the more balls you throw, especially in a row like this.
And a pass ball will score Sierra Smith. Score Shea Smith. Sierra will move to 3rd. And the Lopes score a run just like that.
Great heads-up base running. Like I said, the Smith sisters always on their toes and a force to be reckoned with on the base path. Like I was saying earlier, the more pitches, especially back-to-back throwing that are balls, definitely gets in your mind as a pitcher.
So a wild pitch moves the Smith sisters 1 base. And a passed ball will move them on another. And another 4-pitch walk.
And on 12 pitches, 12 balls, resulting in a runner on first and third base, a run scored, and no outs for the Lopes.
And we will see a new pitcher for Princeton, Allie Reynolds, coming in.
Pitching substitution.
The freshman pitcher. Get her warm-ups in now as she faces the power hitter, Nikki Gonzalez, for the Lopes.
So we saw Allie Reynolds yesterday against GCU. She went 6 innings pitched. She had 106 pitches. Her and Alexa Coons were dueling back and forth. She allowed 5 earned runs on 11 hits. Allowed a home run to Nikki Gonzalez, hitting her first loss of the year, 0-1. Reynolds also came in today, earlier, against South Dakota. She replaced Caroline Tabor in that game as well. Went 5.2 innings, allowed 12 hits and 7 earned runs on 121 pitches. So Reynolds with 106 pitches last night, 121 earlier this morning. But Princeton is desperate, and they turn to the freshman.
Batting for the Lopes, catcher Nikki Gonzalez.
So the Lopes already earning 1 run back that they lost in the last inning. Trying to get the second one.
So Nikki Gonzalez coming to the plate now. She hit a home run off Allie Reynolds in the first inning yesterday.
The first strike delivered in the bottom of this inning, or in the top of this inning so far.
Nikki Gonzalez trying to stay aggressive. And she'll reach at that one. Error by the shortstop. Scores a run and moves Lainey Gomez to second. So the Lopes get those 2 runs back quickly in the top of the 5th, and they're still threatening.
Yeah, I'm sure the Lopes had no doubt they were going to be able to get those runs back. And they certainly did. They got a runner on first and second with no outs. They're in a great position right now. Do some good damage.
And a couple changes for GCU. Caitlin Acton running for the Lopes, replacing Nikki Gonzalez on first base. And Bianca Bowling going to come in for Kaylee Dietrich. Dietrich went 0 for 2, had a hit by pitch in the first inning. So Coach Pearson says, all right, I'm going to give Bowling a chance, turn back to her. Then I'll decide who's going to play in that next game later.
And great to see Acton, the freshman, getting a little bit of a reps in. Even if it's just pinch running, any type of reps are good reps.
The 1-0 pitch to Bianca Bowling will get to the gap. Pearson sending the runner home. And Gomez will be safe. Lopes get another run, 11-2.
And just a really nice piece of hitting right there. She's aggressive right out the back, found that gap. Ball got down and was able to score that run.
Now batting left fielder.
Lopes have continued their dominance on offense throughout this entire game.
So a single by Bianca Bowling, a pinch hit single will score a run for GCU. They're up by 9. Maddie Dowdle finds the gap as well. Pearson sending her home. Caitlin Acton trying to beat the throw out. And she got her out. Acton thrown out at home.
And just really nothing you could do about that one. Pearson center. She followed the signs. That ball just got in a little bit too quick for her.
And Pearson, I think maybe talking about some catcher interference there.
Yeah, she definitely bodied up. Might have been in front of the plate, obstructing the base path a little bit. But I highly doubt this has enough to get overturned, especially with the Lopes with this big of a lead. And of course, it's only the first out. So the ump probably going to go break up that little meeting right now, get this game underway.
Ann Pearson seems okay with the meeting she had with the head umpire.
Probably just get a little bit of clarification there.
Jordan Keaton will come to the plate with runners in scoring position and just one out. Second and third, Dowell and Bowling.
Keaton's been productive all day. Really appreciate this lineup.
Keaton spins that one there. That'll be the second out. The fifth inning for GCU.
One other little backspin on it. Shortstop with that one just right.
It is to first pitch.
Senior Kenzie Hill is going to shot this game. Last two games for the Lopes.
And pinch hitting for Taylor Kay. Kay got two singles in the first and third, but popped out the fourth, so that'll bring in Kenzie Hill.
And here's trying to get all of our players as many reps as possible. Kenzie Hill can tag on a couple more shirts for the Lopes. Showing a bunt.
Kenzie Hill 0 for 2 yesterday against Princeton.
I know she's hungry and eager to be a part of this offensive feast that the Lopes have been having so far. Throwing 11 runs in 4.5 innings. Not bad.
Kenzie Hill takes that one, falls high 0-2 really quickly. A foul, and one catches the outside part of the plate. We'll get Allie runs ahead, trying to close out this inning on a good note. This one, pass ball. But a great job by Walsh getting to it quick, keeping Bowling at third.
Bowling knows she might not have the best speed to be able to make that one. He's going to call staying there.
Kenzie Hill showing bunt. 1-2. Outside. Evens up the count 2-2 with 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Kenzie Hill continuing to try the Lopes hitters, staying selective.
Waiting for her pitch diligently. Sends this one high, it'll go well, foul, down the third base line. A couple kids running after the foul ball.
Kenzie Hill continuing to stay alive. One down a little more.
Kenzie Hill goes ground ball to second, takes a weird hop. Second baseman has no problem with it. She gets over the first, 4 and out. And we will move to the bottom of the fifth. Lopes lead by 9.
You're invited to the WAC tournament at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Catch all 14 games March 7th, 10th. Tickets are available at gclopes.com.
Men's basketball finishes up their season tonight against Cal State Bakersfield. Women's basketball had a thriller earlier today. Beat Cal State Bakersfield in Bakersfield in the double overtime.
Knocked it off the number 1 seed.
Princeton number 3 seed for GCU. So the Lopes are getting the best of Cal State so far. Cal State Bakersfield so far. Women's handled business and men are hoping to capitalize on it tonight. Of course, Cal State Bakersfield has represented the WAC in the NCAA tournament the past 2 years. Lopes are hoping that can be done this year for the first year of eligibility.
We definitely have the talent and coaching to make it. it'll be interesting to see. And if any of our viewers out there can make it out, you are invited to come.
Should be a fun week out there. Tournament starts March 7th. But we got a Lopes Up Classic tournament happening here right now. We hope you're enjoying it. On GCU TV, Lopes are up by 9, trying to close out this game in the bottom of the 5th. Yes, Morrison's still on the hill.
Yeah,
still in the circle.
Great to see that Pearson left her in there. She's been dominant all game. Had a couple slip-ups last inning, was able to pitch herself out of the jam. I think she deserves this complete game and see if she can close it out here.
Ground ball foul leads us off the bottom of the 5th. This one outside. Morrison kind of shakes that out, lost control of that one. One pitch. Off speed. Doesn't find the zone. It's close.
Yeah, that one's definitely a good spot to miss right there. Morrison wanted that call. Unfortunately, didn't get it. Oh, another good pitch on the inside. Doesn't get that call either. Falling behind 3-1 here. Let's see if Morrison can climb back. Really nice pitch. That went like a curveball.
Full count. Morrison leading us off here in the bottom of the 5th. Allison Harvey struck out earlier. And she'll draw a walk here to lead us off in the 5th.
Obviously, Morrison did not want to start off this inning with a walk, but she can continue to remain dominant. She can trust her defense allows us double play ball to be rolled up. I think she'll be good. Key is to stay confident here. Been dominated the entire game. The team's also doing a great job of being able to stay in front of it. She's going a little shy of their pitcher.
In the circle.
After some time, Morrison ready to pitch.
And a great hit. Finds the gap just past the diving hand of Shea Smith. And another single move the runner to second.
It's looking a lot like last inning. Princeton is slowly starting to come alive. Lopes are hoping to get out of the jam and finish out this game. Move on to UNLV next.
And a pinch runner now coming in for Princeton. John Mack up pinch running for the Tigers.
Still an option here. See if she can let her defense do a little bit of the work.
Keely Walsh gets it over. A great catch by Lainey Gomez. Cutoff goes to Shea Smith. Almost threw it to third. She held it, but the runner tags up and moves over to scoring position, or excuse me, even better scoring position on third base. But a great play by Lainey Gomez out in center.
Yeah, Lainey Gomez kind of took a...
Caitlin Wozlowski.
Yeah, Lainey Gomez definitely took a step forward when she probably should have taken a step back, but she's got a great arm out there and was able to reach it up and snag that ball. Huge for the Lopes, taking away extra bases.
Great play by Lainey Gomez. Could have been a deadly extra base hit, scoring maybe a couple runs, but Morrison hanging in there. We apologize if you're experiencing any technical difficulties with our audio. We believe to have them fixed now. And a check swing by Wozlowski makes contact, and it rolls foul. 0-1. This one catches Wozlowski right in the number on the back, right in her number 4.
Just like that, 1 out and bases loaded for Princeton. It looks like Alexa Coons is going to come in for Morrison, try and get out of this jam.
New pitcher Lexi Coons now coming in for GCU.
And Morrison getting quite the ovation from the GCU fan base here at the stadium. She's pitched great all game.
Lexa Coons went the distance last night against Princeton. 7 innings pitched, only 2 earned runs. Allowed 4 hits, had 1 strikeout with 117 pitches. She is going to see some of Princeton's lineup again. And hopefully she can get the Lopes out of here and finish this game up in 5 innings.
Yeah, so far no damage has been done this inning, but it's a perfect opportunity for the Princeton Tigers. 1 out and bases loaded. Hopefully Alexa Coons can come in and get the job done.
So yesterday we had a pitcher's duel, Allie Reynolds versus Alexa Coons, and somehow we come back to the exact same pitching matchup here in the bottom of the 5th.
For Princeton, the designated player, Michaela Blaska.
Coons warmed up and ready to go.
So the men's baseball game just went final. They fall to 3-6, losing to Cal State Northridge 4-1 today. They're back in action tomorrow against Valparaiso. Or excuse me, they have another game tonight against Valparaiso and a game tomorrow against Valparaiso, as well as the softball team. So both teams playing Valparaiso here at home.
A lot of action for the Lopes.
The 2 brand new stadiums, GCU Softball Stadium and Brazel Field at GCU Ballpark.
Baseball and softball are in full swing so far for the Lopes.
And a swing and a miss. Big cut by Blaska. And a nice pitch by Alexa Coons.
Alexa Coons just blew it right by her.
She's hoping to just be out here for a few pitches, maybe not too many. This one rolled foul. Blaska evens up the count 2-2 with 1 out. GC would love to end the game with an exclamation point, double play.
Yeah, Coons can obviously focus on getting this batter right here, but she's got to remember she has a solid defense behind her who can roll up that double play.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Lexi Coons.
And a big smile on that pitcher's face. What a good pitch.
Fans having a good time with that. Telling Lexi that they need one more to finish out this game. And Danielle Docks starts her at bat with a swing and a miss. 0-1 to Lexi Coons, looking very confident out there.
Yeah, Lexi Coons is doing a great job right now of painting that corner, but on top of that, just firing it in there. Her fastball is really working for her.
Outside.
She's just got to stay calm, stay confident right here. There's a force out at any base. She's got a good defense behind her. Just trying to end this game right here.
Lexi Coons, 1-1. Great job by Nikki Gonzalez using the body, blocking the ball, keeping the runners where they are. Pass ball or wild pitch here could result in a run. So want to limit all errors with the bases loaded here. That one outside. Nikki Gonzalez taking a look at the runners.
And Lexi Coons slowly starting to slip up on this at-bat. Last thing she needs to do is walk in a run. Just stay confident right here, deliver a strike.
She falls behind 3-1. Has the pitch from Nikki Gonzalez. That one fouled off, almost got the glove of Bianca Bowling.
And right now with 3-2 and 2 outs, those runners are going to be moving. Hopefully she can get the strikeout or get a ball in play, let her defense do the job. Either way, I know she's focused on finishing this game right here.
Lexi Coons with the full count pitch. Struck her out to end the game. A walk-off strikeout for GCU. They finish off Princeton 11-2 and move to 2-1 on the Lopes Up Classic. Dominic, what a great game by the Lopes.
Yeah, just excellent pitching all around by Coons, who just came out, got those 2 big strikeouts. Morrison looked solid all day. But on top of all of that, the Lopes offense from the first inning came out firing, and they did not stop, scoring 11 runs in 5 innings. Quite an impressive day.
Back-to-back strikeouts finishes off this game for Lexi Coons. We will be back in 30 minutes to play the scheduled 7 p.m. game for GCU in this Lopes Up Classic. They'll be taking on the UNLV Rebels. In the meantime, you can follow Grand Canyon University on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Maybe go check out the stream of the baseball game or basketball team in the meantime. And we will be right back in a half hour.
Get your mind right and make this work. Go, let's go to work. Come on. Everything you got, last round. Everything you got. Go get it, go get it.
Good evening and welcome, GCU Lopes fans, to the GCU softball game of the Antelopes versus UNLV Rebels. It's looking like it's going to be a wonderful Saturday night here of softball. The Lopes just finished up an 11-2 victory over the Princeton Tigers. Lopes looking to take this one here. My name is Dominic Hinton. I'm here with JP Starr. JP, we ready for this game?
Yep, Lopes are coming in at 11-9, 2-1 on this Lopes Up Classic. They got a tough competition though. UNLV is 13-5. They've had a pretty successful tournament so far. They had a great result earlier today. They beat Valparaiso 2-1. That was the second game of the morning here. So a big win for them there, a pitcher's duel, and they outlasted that one. And they're going to have to face a fiery GCU Lopes offense.
Yep, and GCU offense has been firing on all cylinders since the first inning of the Princeton game. And right now on the mound, Brianna Aguilar-Bucaj is their ace for the GCU Lopes. She was named the WAC Pitcher of the Week. Last week having a great tournament. Dished out 11 strikeouts in 3 appearances.
Yeah, Bobo's the ace for the Lopes. It's no doubt that they kept her for this big game here on a Saturday night.
And with that, she retires the first batter, ground out to shortstop. So already, right out the gate, getting that first out.
Third baseman Jade Yadal Valdez.
And right now, Jade Yadal Valdez will dig in. She's the senior third baseman for the UNLV Rebels.
Bobo's got the most appearances for the Lopes and by far the most innings pitched. 59 innings pitched. Tied with Alex Coons for strikeouts with 23. Coons finished that last game out with 2. Picked those up. Did a great job there.
She's ahead in the count 0-1. Pitch on the way. And a soft grounder to second base. Lorianne Olson not able to get a hold of that one.
Infield single for Yadal. Valdez leads us off. A nice little bouncer. Perfectly in between Bobo and Olson. Falls in for a single.
Bobo's going to dig in. That one paint the corner perfectly in the inside. She's ahead in the count 0-1 right now. Justine Faderi digging in. And the hit finds the gap. Going to go all the way to the wall. That's going to be 2 bases for Faderi. Going to drive in that run. And UNLV is on the board early against the Lopes. 1-0.
Faderi with a powerful double. And Yadal Valdez, such a fast runner, gets all the way around the bags. Lainey Gomez kind of had some trouble with that in the wall. I don't know if it was the GCU banner or whatnot got in the way, but couldn't get it cleanly right away, so gave Yadal Valdez just enough time to get home.
Yeah, Lainey Gomez, such a good center fielder. That one was just hit so perfectly in the gap. Not much you can do about that as the Lopes. Right now, Bobo's going to have to settle in.
The only change in the GCU lineup here from this game is, of course, the pitcher Bobo and Bianca Bowling coming in to play first base in replace of Kaylee Dietrich.
First pitch, a little bit wild. Going to be 1-0.
Dietrich went 0 for 2 last game. She had a hit by pitch, but Ann Pearson thought, all right, I'll give Bowling a go here. Bowling had a big hit for the Lopes in that last game.
And that one hits softly to second base. Quite the routine play for Lorianne Olson. Gets the runner at first. 2 outs. But there is a runner on third.
Now batting the catcher, Brooke Stover.
And Brooke Stover, the catcher for UNLV, is going to dig in right now to face Bobo. First pitch of the at-bat underway. The first pitch is a ball, a little bit too high. And that pitch is a low. That's going to be ball 2. So Bobo's a little bit behind in the count right now. See if she can settle in, work her way back into this one. The 2-0 pitch. That ball is hit in between the Smith sisters. Another run is going to score for UNLV. They are up 2 runs to nothing. So UNLV coming out hot right now, attacking GCU's ace early.
For the Rebels, shortstop Samantha Diaz.
Shortstop Samantha Diaz is going to get her hacks in right now. The pitch. That's low for a ball. So we got 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on first.
Pocaj just needs to settle down a little bit. Get ahead in a count. She fell behind here 1-0, but a strike would really go a long way.
And a big pitch. Foul tipped. It looks like it's going to be 1-1. Bobo really threw that one in there. She can get her fastball working for her early. I think it'll be very beneficial for the Lopes. The 1-1 pitch. Foul tipped again. Just out of the glove. Nikki Gonzalez. Good to see her second game in a row behind the backstop. So Bobo's going to come up ahead in the count, 1-2. Pitch underway. And it is grounded just past the glove of the diving Lorianne Olson. They're going to throw it in. And all runners are safe. So a UNLV single for Brooke Stover.
Now batting first baseman, Mia Trejo.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was Samantha Diaz who had that. Brooke Stover is on second. So Mia Trejo, the first baseman for the Rebels, looking to get her up at bat right now. Bobo to pitch. Inside for a strike. So early on right now we're seeing that the umpires calling those corners a little bit better than the last game against Princeton.
Joe Coates, our head umpire. Here.
Yo, 1. And there we go. She said, ooh. And Nikki Gonzalez checks the runner.
Great throw by Nikki Gonzalez there, but Bobo is off to throwing some real aggressive pitches, and this is the kind of at-bat can boost your confidence a little bit.
The 0-2. And it is grounded. The easy force play by Shea Smith. And we are 2-0 in favor of the UNLV Rebels at the end of the first inning.
Support the dance department at the Spring Student Spotlight Dance Concert. Enjoy inspirational choreography performed by GCU students and celebrate the arts March 13th and 14th in Thunderground.
So after the top of the first inning, UNLV was able to tack on 2 runs. GCU Lopes offense hoping that they can get those runs back and maybe a little bit more.
So already 2 runs for UNLV. They started their morning game against Valparaiso. Quick 2 runs for them there. They were able to hold on, but the Lopes are just going to have to figure out the pitcher, which is Charlie Masterson for the UNLV Rebels.
She's a sophomore, and she's 3-2 so far this season. So she's really looking to help anchor that staff of the Rebels.
Had 10 appearances already. She's started 7 games, so big workload for her. 7 games started. She's allowed 21 earned runs, but she's had 22 strikeouts, so one of the more experienced pitchers for UNLV. She's going to have to face a tough Lopes lineup led off by Lorianne Olson.
And Lorianne Olson will be the first batter here for the Lopes. Second baseman who's done so well this season, really earning that leadoff spot. The first pitch. That's going to be on the outside corner for a strike. in the last game, Lorianne Olson went 0 for 3 with a walk. So she's hoping to get her bat going. She's got the count even at 1-1 here. The pitch. That one is just fouled off right behind her. So now the count is 1-2 to the leadoff batter. The 1-2 pitch. And she did not go around. Good eye not committing to that one, evening up the count 2-2. The pitch on the outside again. Olsen working the full count now.
It's key for the Lopes here. Got to get that leadoff batter on, whether it be by walk or hit, regardless of how it's done. If you want to put some runs on in the board and have a big inning, you got to get the leadoff runner on.
Olsen grounds it right up the middle to the center fielder. Great hit, keeping her head down. We got the leadoff runner aboard with no outs.
Like I said, however you can get on. But sometimes a single gives the rest of your lineup a little bit more motivation instead of a walk, you know. Get some contact on the ball and show that you're able to hit off this pitcher and show her what you can do. Everybody Smith's going to give it a go.
Everybody loves the big home run ball, but there's nothing wrong with small ball. You can win a game off singles. And the whack hitter of the week, Shea Smith, coming up to bat. She's got 1 ball and no strike with no outs. Lays off that one a little high. Ball 2.
She was showing bunt. Going to definitely play small ball like you were talking about, but she pulls it back right away. It is a smart move. The infield is playing in. Third base and first baseman are in front of their bags.
2-0. And that hit right there. They're going to try and double her up. Let's see if they get it. No. Only able to get Olsen at second. A hard hit ball to the shortstop. But a great play by the UNLV Rebels.
Sierra Smith.
Now we've got no outs. And a runner on first. Or we got 1 out, sorry, and a runner on first for Sierra Smith. First pitch to Smith. Going to be a ball, a bit high and outside.
UNLV's had a pretty good tournament so far. Both teams are 2-1 in this Lopes Up Classic. UNLV split their matchups yesterday, just like GCU. Lost to South Dakota and beat Princeton.
GCU and UNLV, fairly evenly matched team. Should be a great game to watch. As the second pitch of this at-bat is a strike. Count is now 1-1. The pitch. Ooh. Sierra Smith did not like that one. That one was a bit low for her taste. But it is a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And she pokes at that one right to the shortstop. They're going to see if they can double her up, but they don't. So almost an identical play as her sister. Grounds to the UNLV shortstop, Samantha Diaz. Flips it to second.
Back-to-back fielders' choices for the Lopes. We'll continue to just have a runner on first. Got 2 outs now for Lainey Gomez.
Lainey Gomez, who's been productive this entire tournament, is going to hit that one right past the glove of the third baseman. And Samantha Diaz was able to grab that, but not before Lainey Gomez could hustle her way down to first base. All she could do was keep it in her glove. So with that infield hit, it's looking like it's going to be 2 outs, runners on first and second.
And now the catcher, number 26, Nikki Gonzalez.
Up to bat now is the big hitting catcher, Nikki Gonzalez. She's got a lot of power, a lot of pop in that bat. See if she can break this one open with 2 outs for the Lopes. The first pitch is a strike. Second pitch. It's going to be low for a ball. Count 1-1. Nikki Gonzalez went 0 for 2 in the last game. However, she had a run and 2 RBIs. So, no matter what, she's staying productive. The 1-1 pitch is underway. That one inside for a ball, 2-1.
It's important for Nikki Gonzalez to stay ahead here with 2 outs. Got to be very selective, and you got to pick your spots to be aggressive.
Pitch by Masterson. And she swings at that one, and that one's going to go into the outfield. All runners are going to stay their bases. Every runner advances. And now we've got 2 outs, and the base is loaded. Great poke for Nikki Gonzalez.
Tough play there. Sierra Smith slid into third. She was expecting the ground ball to get got by the shortstop, but Ann Pearson was waving her home, but she couldn't see her in time. She was already dedicated to the slide, so she wasn't able to round third and maybe score a run for the Lopes.
And now Bianca Bowling is going to step up, the first baseman. There's also another one with a lot of power. The pitch going to be grounded right to the first baseman, who's going to take it. So the Lopes, the end of this first inning, the 2 runners in scoring position and the base is loaded with 2 outs. Aren't able to put any of those runs back on the board. But stay tuned for the top of the second. We'll be right back.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
And welcome back to GCU softball. It is going to be the top of the second inning of the GCU Lopes versus the UNLV Rebels. The Rebels are up 2-0 early after getting their bats hot at the beginning of the first inning. And right now, Brianna Aguilar-Bucaj, who is the WAC pitcher of the week, is going to try and sit these Rebels down.
She needs a big inning here to get her confidence back. Allowed 2 runs, 4 hits in 1 inning. She starts it off there with a strike. That's going to be big. Just got to keep hitting your spots, hitting your strike zone, and get ahead in the count. Definitely a major key for her.
And the first pitch is a strike, so she's ahead of the count early. The 0-1 pitch. That one is outside. The batter did not go around, so that's going to be 1-1. Third pitch is a ball. Count 2-1. Batter is the freshman outfielder, Jacqueline Candelas. Pitch to her is a strike. Count is even up, 2-2. Bobo getting a little bit of love from the fans.
Out here on a beautiful night.
Two-two pitch. That one is poked. Olsen's going to come up, and she just cannot stay with it. She charged that ball perfectly, but it just got lost in her glove a little bit.
Slow roller there. Gave Candelas a lot of time to get down the line, and right as Olsen went for the toss or the glove flip, she just didn't have the handle on it. Tough break.
Well, no outs and a runner on first. Batter for UNLV is Alyssa Navarro. She's the designated player here. First pitch. She swings and misses. And the throw down by Nikki Gonzalez is not in time. Candelas is going to have a second base.
Great throw by Nikki Gonzalez, but an even better jump on that one by Candelas.
Yeah, Candelas is a speedy player. Got a really nice jump. Now there's no outs and runner in scoring position. That ball fouled.
UNLV's got a very similar lineup to the Lopes. They got a lot of speed in their lineup as well as power at the exact same time.
Well, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, that one paints the corner perfectly, but not good enough for the home plate umpire. It's going to be 1-2. Not a bad spot to miss for Bobo. One-two. That one right up the middle. Bobo's got it. She checks the runner. Throw to first. Got that out. But not before Candelas moves from second to third.
Bobo checked the runner there, but she looked at third and she saw the runner was going. The runner really didn't stop. She could have thrown it to Sierra and probably would have got the tag out, but went for the safe out and the force at first.
So after all that's said and done, one out, runner on third for the Rebels. Batter is Raina Bondi.
Bondi just a 200 batter.
She's from Tucson, so local Arizona girl. The 1-0 pitch. That one chopped. Fair. The throw all the way across the diamond is good and in time. Oh, it is not.
Bianca Bowling bobbled it a little bit. Oh, no, they did call her out. Initially, the umpire, first base umpire, called it safe. He did the safe motion, and then I think he maybe thought Bowling dropped it. You thought it was, you didn't see the umpire motion.
Yeah, I missed the umpire's hands, but
he eventually got the right call. Bowling had the ball. She was just struggled to completely get it. She was trying to transfer it, but it stayed in her glove the whole time, so it wasn't out.
Well, nonetheless, a great play by Sierra Smith over there handling that chopper and throwing across the diamond. We got 2 outs and a runner on third. The 0-1 pitch. That one paints the corner for the second strike. Batter is Jade Yadao Valdez, senior third baseman. The 0-2 pitch, that one right to Smith. She's going to throw across the diamond, and they got her in time. What a great play by Shea Smith. Really gunned that one down. No runs put up by UNLV.
Great play.
Awesome play, and at the end of 2.5, the score is the UNLV Rebels 2, the Lopes 0.
The annual Run to Fight Children's Cancer is next Saturday, March 10th. Register for the 5K or 10K online at runtofightcancer.com. All proceeds are donated directly to the Phoenix Children's Hospital and Children's Cancer Network. I think the softball team volunteered at that last year. Definitely a fun event. You'll see a lot of Lopes out there. You'll see Thunder. He'll make his way out there.
Great to see the GCU community supporting such a great event. Great Great to see a lot of the GCU community out right now supporting GCU softball team.
Yep. We were talking about it. Surprising big crowds considering we have a basketball game going on. The students and fans did a good job distributing themselves amongst the athletics events. I'm sure baseball's got a nice crowd on hand in that beautiful new ballpark.
Well, Charlie Masterson, who's the pitcher for UNLV, was great last inning. Not allowing any runs for the GCU Lopes.
Left fielder number 4, Madeline Dowdle.
But Madeline Dowdle's going to step in, and she's going to be hoping to change that. See if she can start it off right here for the Lopes.
Lopes had 3 singles in the first.
First pitch to Dowdle is a strike right there. Dowdle taking that first pitch.
Yeah, 3 singles, 2 fielders' choice, and Bianca Bowling left the runner stranded with a ground out to finish off that first inning for GCU.
The 0-1. That one's low. Dowdle laid off that one. It's going to be 1-1.
Key for the Lopes. You got to help out Bobo here. She let up 2 runs in the first, but she had a strong second inning. She's looking pretty strong the rest of the way, hoping to keep it there. Got to give her some runs.
The third pitch of this at-bat is low and inside. Ball 2. Yeah, run support is everything. It's definitely going to be a major key for the Lopes in this game, the evenly matched UNLV Rebels. 2-1 pitch. Dowdle fouls that one off. Count is now 2-2. See if Maddie can get something going here for the Lopes. Two-two pitch. And Madeline Dowdle swings and misses, and the Rebels will throw it around the diamond. Big strikeout for Masterson.
Batting now for the Lopes designated player number 22, Jordan Keaton.
Jordan Keaton's going to be up to bat. Good to see her getting more reps. She played in the first game. First pitch to her is a strike. Keaton went 2 for 4 in the game against Princeton. Had an RBI, so quite the day for her. The 1-0 pitch outside, or the 0-1 pitch outside. Going to be a ball, bringing the count to 1-1.
Keaton singled in an RBI, and she doubled later in that game against Princeton.
Pitch fouled off. Going to be 1-2. Keaton digs in. The 1-2 pitch. And that ball is poked and caught by the shortstop.
That one kind of just floated up on Keaton. It wouldn't get completely over the head of the shortstop and just kept knuckleballing out there, and the shortstop had enough time to trek back and throw the glove up and catch it.
Yeah, Samantha Diaz, who we've seen make a couple good plays for the Rebels so far, just kind of floated back there and nabbed that one. So 2 outs. Nobody on for the Lopes. The first pitch is going to be a strike. It's Taylor Kay, the right fielder, getting an at-bat. She got a lot of speed, or the queen of the bunts, and run out almost anything. The 0-1 pitch to her, and she bunts it, but it is foul. 0-2.
So 2 straight foul bunt attempts. We saw her against Princeton last night. She had 3 singles. 2 of those came in the outfield, so We know she can take a hack at it and get it out there.
Pitch to her, and she chops at that one right back to the pitcher, who goes back to the first with no problem. So 1-2-3 inning for Masterson and the UNLV Rebels. And after 2, the score, UNLV 2, GCU nothing. We'll be right back.
GCU offers more than 200 innovative programs across 9 colleges, which now include cutting-edge next-generation programs in engineering, computer science, and information technology. Grand Canyon University, the quality of a private Christian education, the affordability of a state university. Visit gcu.edu.
Hello, Phoenix. This is Jerry Colangelo from Grand Canyon University. You can join the GCU community by enrolling as an evening student at our beautiful campus in the heart of Phoenix. Earn your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree to take your career to the next level. Engage with industry expert instructors and get the support you need to excel. I look forward to seeing you on campus.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/evening.
And welcome back to GCU women's softball. After 2 innings, the Rebels of UNLV have taken the lead 2-0 against the GCU Lopes. But Brianna Aguilar-Bucaj is hoping to change that right now. She pitches. The first pitch she delivers is a strike.
Looked very solid in that in that second inning, after looking a little bit shaky in that first inning. 4 hits allowed in the first, and then she allowed a leadoff single in the second, then 3 straight groundouts to finish it off.
But that pitch right there looking really good for strike 2. The batter is Justine Federi. She's a sophomore second baseman for the Rebels. The 0-2 pitch. Federi fouls that one off. Fighting up there. Right here is really where Bobo wants to take control back of the game. And the 0-2 pitch. And Federi swings and misses. And no problem for Nikki Gonzalez as she drops that one and goes right back to first.
So the first strikeout for Bobo of the night.
Hopefully they'll get Bobo to settle in and she can get things rolling right now. But Janine Petnecki is going to dig in for the Rebels. 1 out. The first pitch is hit right back to Lorianne Olson at second base. She's going to deliver that one to Bowling. No problem. Perfect routine play for the second baseman.
Now batting number 20, the catcher, Brooke Stover.
And Brooke Stover is now going to come in. Got 2 outs at the top of the 3rd inning. Bobo's going to deliver the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Bobo can get her fastball working pretty soon. I think she'll be rolling. And that one is hacked foul. Count's going to go to 0-2. Bobo winds up the 0-2 pitch. That one low and outside, ball 1.
Got a 1-2 count. Her confidence has got to be high right now. 5 straight outs, leading back to the last inning. She's kind of on fire right now.
1-2 pitch. That one a dribbler off the bat. Bowling will take it herself, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. So able to get out of that one, 1-2-3, no problem.
Get the best gear to show off your Lope pride. Go to lopeshops.gcu.edu to find everything GCU, from the newest apparel to the coolest accessories. Use promo code GCUTV20 to get 20% off for being a GCU TV viewer. Let's paint the Valley purple. Lopes up.
Definitely a great opportunity to be able to show your purple pride.
Plenty of gear to get from the Lope shop.
GCU out here wearing their purple uniforms for the second game in a row. Hopefully they can get something going the bottom half of the third. Offense has been kind of quiet against Masterson.
Just 3 singles for the Lopes, but the top of the order is due up. Olson, Shea Smith, and Sierra Smith.
Lorianne Olson, who's made a couple really nice plays at second base. Really like to see her bat get going. She went 0 for 3 with a walk, so I think she's due up sometime soon.
Your Lopes are back to the top of the batting order with
So Lorianne Olson is going to dig in.
Lorianne Olson.
Hopefully start the bottom half of the third inning off on a positive note for the Lopes. See if she can break something open. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Now Olson falls behind 0-1 in the count. Pitch. That one hits off the back right to the second baseman. She flips it with no problem. Olson is retired.
Fideri with a great play there, flipping it to her first baseman Trejo.
Batting now, shortstop.
We saw Lorianne Olson struggle with a play just like that earlier. No problem for Fideri.
And up to bat now is the shortstop, Shea Smith, the whack hitter of the week. Hopefully see if she can do something, keep her bat hot. And that one is inside. Gonna run up and in on Smith. 1 ball, no strike.
Almost catched her right in the shoulder, or even the head.
The 1-0. That one hits the corner, but not in enough for a strike. Gonna be 2-0. Pitch. Oh, that one is hit deep out to left field. Smith is going to round second. That one's still at the wall. Left fielder still hasn't gotten it yet. That one. Oh. And a little bit of a miscommunication there to the cutoff man. Definitely think that Shea Smith could have taken home. But nonetheless, she ends up with a triple.
Smart play with Ann Pearson. Only 1 out. You don't want to hurt that triple. Great hit by Shea Smith. Just slicing that one out to left field.
That was just a really nice piece of hitting by Shea Smith.
Bondi almost dove in and got that one, too. That would have been a spectacular catch.
The first pitch to her sister Sierra Smith is a strike. Swung over that one. Both Smith sisters, great hitters as well as fielders. The 0-1 pitch. That one inside for a strike. Smith didn't like that one at all. But it's 0-2. Time to choke up. We got 1 out and a runner on third.
Second at bat that Sierra's gotten the controversial strike 2. She looks back at the umpire, Joe Coates, and is not happy.
The 0-2 pitch. That one swung on and foul. Smith pulled that one a little bit, but able to stay alive.
Sierra Smith took the lead on her sister last game, just barely though. 4.38 batting average. Shea's 4-3-1.
The 0-2 pitch. That one on the outside corner. I think everybody thought that looked like a strike, but the ump is going to call that one a ball, 1-2. The pitch. That one is swung on and drilled deep back to center field. A center fielder has that. That's enough for Shea Smith to tag up and score. So Sierra Smith does her job, getting it deep enough for a sacrifice fly to score her sister. Lopes get a run back.
We said it was going to be a close game, and in close games like this, you just got to take what they'll give you. And a sac fly is a solid move. You know, Sierra was down 0-2. Just lift one out to center field and score a run.
Like we said in the first inning, small ball.
Chip away.
Well, the first pitch to Laney Gomez. Fouled out as a strike. Gomez, a huge glove in center field. Got a lot of speed. Love to see her be able to get aboard. That pitch to her is high for a ball. Count is now 1-1. Pitch. That one is swung on and foul. I'll tell you what, Gomez has got good speed. By the time the first baseman got to it, she was almost at first. So the 1-2 pitch. One outside for a ball. Count evens up at 2-2. Two pitch underway. That one inside, and they rung her up, strike 3. So, after that, 1 run scores on a sacrifice fly by Sierra Smith. Lopes are able to get back into this one, but UNLV leads 2-1. Don't go anywhere. Be back with GCU softball.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
So at the top of the 4th, UNLV leads 2-1. Shortstop Samantha Diaz is going to dig in, get her plate appearance. First pitch by Bobo is outside, ball 1. Second pitch is hit. Smith has it, throws across the diamond, no problem. The first out of the inning.
Batting now, first baseman, Mia Trejo.
So a good routine play by Shea Smith. Able to retire the first batter. But Mia Trejo, first baseman, up to bat. First pitch. Inside for a ball.
Mia Trejo gets a Very loud ovation. She's also from Tucson, Arizona. Family and friends drove up. Just a quick hour and a half, 2-hour drive.
Couple of hometown kids getting to play. The 1-0 pitch. That one's low for ball 2. I think it is worth mentioning that the head coach for UNLV, Christy Fox, played for University of Arizona, was a 2-time All-American, and their senior won the College World Series.
Definitely will have some success recruiting in Tucson for a long time to come.
So 3-0. Bobo's hoping to battle back here. And that ball is low for ball 4, so 4 pitches, 4 balls and a walk to Mia Trejo. We got 1 out, a runner on first.
Now batting center fielder, Jacqueline Candelas.
Jacqueline Candelas is going to dig in here. First pitch is outside and low for a ball. Bobo winds up the 1-0 pitch. That one outside. Gonzalez checks the runner. The runner is safe.
Smart play by Gonzalez, just keeping the runner honest.
So the 1-1 pitch. That ball is tapped foul behind the batter.
She reached for that one just to stay alive. Would have been a ball. She let it go by, but it's better to get some contact and stay alive.
That is in favor of the Lopes as the count goes to 1-2. Pitch. That one is swung on in the dirt. Looks like it's going to be a foul ball. That one got behind Nikki Gonzalez. Bobo getting a lot of fan love tonight from the crowd. And she delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed, and a back pick, but the runner is safe. So almost a opportunity for a double play there. But nonetheless, Bobo gets a big strikeout for out number 2.
Bobo picks up her second strikeout of the game, and what a throw by Nikki Gonzalez. That was a close tag by Bianca Bowling.
I think that woke up a lot of the Lopes fans. Pitch. That one swung and passed Smith at third base.
Hard hit ball, but great job by Dowdle just cutting it off, limiting that to a single.
Yeah, that was Alyssa Navarro.
First pitch.
Really attacking that one. Not much you could do about that if you're either of the Smith sisters right between them. 2 outs, runner on first and second for the Rebels. Reina Bondi is going to dig in, top of the order. First pitch to her is inside, ball 1. Second pitch underway. That one is painting the corner. A little bit outside for strike 2. So 0-2 with 2 outs, 2 runners on. And the 0-2 pitch. That one's in there for strike 3. Or maybe not. Strike 2. All right, well, that one was on me. The count was 0-1. Guess there's going to be a little bit of confusion out there. But the count is 1-2. 1-2. Scoreboard was off. So after that, the 1-2 pitch, that one's in the dirt. 2-2. Good thing the umpire decided to check, reassure everyone. After some confusion, so now it's 2-2. And that one is hacked foul. Right at Bondi considering continuing to stay alive. And the 2-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Strikes out Bondi. And no runs put on by the UNLV Rebels. After 4.5, Rebels lead 2-1.
Experience the joyous energy of Anything Goes, the latest musical from the College of Fine Arts and Production. Catch a show in Ethington Theater March 16th through 18th and 23rd through 25th. Tickets are available at gcu.edu/anything.
Well, the title of the show is Anything, and right now, this game is anything. It's open for either team right now. Of course, the UNLV struck early, and Rebels are up 2-1, but hoping to see if the GCU bats can come alive in this inning, maybe bring themselves back.
Yep, so UNLV jumped out a quick 2 before GCU could even catch their breath in the first. Bobo has locked it down since then. Lopes got 1 back in the third and are hoping for a couple more here. Got Nikki Gonzalez, Bianca Bowling, and Maddie Dowd will do up for the Lopes.
So Charlie Masterson still on the mound for the Rebels. Pitching great so far, only holding the Lopes to 1 run. But the big hitting Nikki Gonzalez is going to be up. See if she can break something open for the Lopes. And that ball is hit into the outfield, but it is popped up just in time for the left fielder, Raina Bondi. Get under it. 1 out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 8, Bianca Bowling.
The hard-hitting first baseman, Bianca Bowling, is going to dig in now. See if she can do something for the Lopes. First pitch to Bowling. That one is going to be hit but foul. Hold that one, a little dribbler off the bat. Count is now 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Outside and low. Ball 1. And Masterson comes with the 1-1 pitch. A little bit high for Bowling. 2-1. Doing 1 pitch. That one is high. Bowling works a 3-1 count.
Bianca Bowling went after the first pitch, got aggressive, and she cooled off a little bit, taking 3 straight pitches for 3 balls.
And the 3-1 pitch underway. That one inside, ball 4. Bowling will take that base. And will be 1 out with a runner on first for Madeline Dowdle.
Taylor T-Tone coming in to run for Bianca Bowling.
Taylor T-Tone.
Smart play with just one out here. Want to get someone with speed on there.
Now batting.
Hopefully we can bring her around.
Madeline Dowdle.
Also, the other part of having a speedy runner on now is you can try and take away the double play as much as possible as well. But Maddie Dowdle's going to dig in, see if she can break something open for the Lopes. First pitch to her. Comes in there for a strike. Second pitch is fouled off. Count's going to go to 0-2. So 2 straight strikes to Dowdle. And now the 0-2 pitch is outside for ball 1. Dowdle takes a deep breath and digs back in. And with 1 and 2, she swings at that one. That was right to the third baseman. Going to see if they can double her up, but they don't. They get to Tone, the lead runner.
Now batting number 22, Jordan Keaton.
So now Jordan Keaton is up to bat. She had a little pop fly to the shortstop at her last at-bat, but she's had a solid day so far, doing well against Princeton. Now 2 outs with the runner on first. First pitch to her is hit right to the left fielder. And she's going to reach first safely, advancing the runner as well.
Batting now for the Lopes, right fielder.
So on that hit,
Taylor K.
Taylor K is going to come up with 2 outs and a runner on first and second. Taylor K with a lot of speed. First pitch to her. Paints the outside corner for a strike. Second pitch. That one's in there for strike 2. So 2 quick strikes to Taylor K.
Trejo and Yadal Valdez playing very tight to home plate in front of their bags.
The 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on for strike 3. So, a runner left in scoring position. And after 4 innings, the Lopes unable to take the lead from the UNLV Rebels. They are up 2-1.
My name is Anthony Perez, and I earned my master's in education at Grand Canyon University. I feel that the degree program at GCU definitely got me ready and prepared to reach both short and long-term goals. It's definitely prepared me to lead my classroom and also be a teacher leader to find innovative ways of solving the problems in education in the state of Arizona. I'm definitely committed to student success, and so I'm very passionate about working with students. What I absolutely love is when they get that spark in their eye and they understand a concept. When I have those moments is making it all worthwhile in everything that I'm doing. Grand Canyon University definitely has a vibrant campus that has many resources that are accessible. I feel that GCU has prepared me to be an agent of change so that way I can support and advocate on behalf of children in the state of Arizona.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
So welcome back to GCU Women's Softball. We're at the top of the 5th inning. The UNLV Rebels lead the GCU Antelopes 2-1. Bukaj with the first pitch. Going to be outside in a ball. Batter is number 10, Jade Yadao Valdez. Or Valdez, excuse me. He's the senior third baseman. Second pitch is outside. Going to be 2-0. So Bukaj struggled early in the first inning as UNLV jumped ahead. But she has settled in. Been pretty dominant so far. And that pitch is in there for a strike. So Bobo trying to find her rhythm. Get 3 quick outs and allow her offense to go back to work. And the 2-1 pitch. That one is swung on and popped up and caught. That was Maddie Dowdle with a great play in left field coming in. Read that ball perfectly.
Batting now for the Rebels.
And now we got 1 out.
Justine Federi.
Justine Federi is going to dig in for the Rebels.
Great play by Maddie Dowdle. Jumping on that ball real quick, was tracking with it the whole way. Got there in time. Beautiful play by the Lope left fielder.
First pitch. That one is a bit high and outside for ball 1. Kaj is going to take a breath, get on the rubber, and deliver the 1-0 pitch. Ooh, she got her inside. Got her to jam up a little bit. Federi could not commit. Now the count is 1-1. So Bukaj continues to paint both corners, inside and outside. And with the 1-1 pitch, is low. It'll be 2-1. So now the 2-1 pitch. Inside, almost hit Federi. It'll be 3-1 with 1 out. See if Bukaj can settle in and not lose this batter. Three and 1. That ball swung on. Smith has it. She's going to field it and throw perfectly to Bowling. Really great routine play by Shea Smith. Continuing to be a dominant force on the left side of that infield. Janine Penmecki taking in for the Rebels. First pitch to her. Hits the corner, but is a bit outside. Ball 1. Second pitch. Low, ball 2. Crowd was not happy with that call. Everyone in here thought that was a strike. But the count is 2-0. Penmecki's going to take a breather and dig in. Third pitch to her is outside for a strike, so 3 straight balls. Let's see if Bukaj can try and work herself back into this at-bat. And with 3-0, here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. Bukaj lets everyone know, hey, I can still throw strikes, don't worry. 3 straight balls doesn't mean anything. And a 3-1. Swung on and fouled. So Bukaj works herself back up to a full count. Try to see if she can end this inning. And with 3-2, Bukaj winds up, delivers the pitch. That one is popped up. Lainey Gomez going back. She's under it and makes the routine fly ball. So that retires the inning. 3 up, 3 down. And with that, after 5.5, UNLV is still up 2-1.
You're invited to the WAC tournament at the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Catch all 14 games March 7th through 10th. Tickets are available at gculopes.com. Men's basketball team taking on CSU Bakersfield. Right now they lead by 12, 52-40. Midway through the second half there. So that would help them move up in the conference standings a little bit, give them a better seed for the WAC tournament.
Great to see the GCU men's basketball team doing well this year. Great to see the softball team doing well. But they're trying to climb out of a 2-1 hole. Been since the first inning. Let's see if Lorianne Olson, top of the lineup, get things going. On the other side at UNLV, though, Charlie Masterson has been pitching great, only holding the Lopes to 1 run. And the only one for the Lopes that's really had anything exciting on the offensive side is Shea Smith, who had a triple and eventually scored off of her sister's sac fly.
Batting for your Antelopes, second baseman, number 21,
But
Lorianne
the second
Olson.
baseman, Lorianne Olson, is going to dig in and see if she can start things off right here. First pitch to Olson. Coming up. That one is on the outside corner for a strike. Fans aren't happy with that call, as similar pitches by Bukaj have been called ball. The 0-1. That one, same location for a strike, too. So 0-2 now to Olson. Sophomore second baseman. Trying to get something done here. The 0-2. That would have swung on. Diaz has it, but she bobbles it, and that's going to be an error. But nonetheless, Olson will make it to first safely.
Definitely ruled an error. E6 to the shortstop. But Lorianne Olson, the leadoff hitter, is on.
Now batting the shortstop, Shea Smith.
And right here is where the GCU needs to capitalize on those UNLV errors. So now the WAC hitter of the week, Shea Smith, is up. She tripled earlier in the game.
Shea Smith having a really good day. Tripled earlier in this game. Had a single and double with 2 runs and 2 RBIs in the earlier game and walked and scored another run. She's on fire so far today.
Yeah, she continues to stay hot. And that hit to the opposite field is back, and
oh, what a grab.
Caught. That was left fielder Raina Bondi. Reached her glove out and was able to catch that one. That was definitely going for extra bases. Shea Smith can't do anything but tip her hat.
What a catch by Raina Bondi. Just got that one with the tip of her glove. That's what goes to show if you can track the field very well, you'll be able to make some all-star catches out there.
Yeah, Shea Smith right off the bat was automatically thinking too. But spectacular play. And so we got 1 out and a runner on first for Sierra Smith. And that one is hit right to the first baseman, who tags the bag and doubles him up. So a quick inning for the Lopes, who are struggling to get their offense going. They're making contact, but they're just hitting it right to the UNLV players. And after 5, UNLV is up 2-1. Don't go anywhere. We got GCU softball coming back.
GCU is the university that never sleeps, moving at the speed of light, so we can give our students the competitive edge they need to succeed. And now, GCU is leading in the areas of computer science and IT. We prepare students to meet the demands of the fastest growing industry through our innovative IT programs in our College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Using the latest real-world tools and an adaptive curriculum, GCU gives students the education they need today to excel in their careers tomorrow. Join the most inventive concept in education right now and position yourself for a future in the expanding world of IT. GCU offers fast-track options with courses in cybersecurity, cloud computing, systems architecture, and business analytics. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
And welcome back to GCU Women's Softball. It's going to be the top of the 6th inning. The UNLV Rebels leading the GCU Antelopes 2-1. Rebels came out hot at the beginning of the game, scoring 2 runs. But Brianna Aguilar-Bucaj, a.k.a. Bobo, has pitched great for the Lopes. And her first pitch right now is outside for ball 1. The batter is number 20, Brooke Stover.
She's only allowed 2 hits since the first inning when she allowed 4. They scored 2 runs. So doing a great job shutting down the Rebels.
And that pitch is pulled foul by Stover. So Bucaj, as we mentioned earlier, was named the WAC Pitcher of the Week last week with having 11 strikeouts and 3 appearances. Not doing too bad today. Got shaken up in the first inning, but like we said, she has settled in. She's going to deliver that 1-1 pitch. And that one is fouled straight back. Scared me a little bit. Forgot we had a screen right behind the backstop. Thought it was going to come right to the booth. That was in my ready position.
1-2 the count.
Stover digs in. Bucaj delivers the pitch. That one is hit. Foul. So Stover continues to stay alive as the count goes to 1-2. Or remains 1-2, I should say.
Bobo being ahead 1-2 is great for her confidence. She can just flirt with the corners. Try to get her to chase something like she did there. Maybe she'll swing at something off speed.
Watching Bobo this season continue to grow as a player, one thing that I've noticed is she loves those corners. Well, Nikki Gonzalez is going to call a timeout and get a quick chat, make sure they're on the same page. And Stover will dig back in. So 1-2, no outs, no runners on. And the pitch. Oh, that one hits the corner, but the fans do not like that call. Just did not give that one to him. Count's going to go to 2-2. Bobo delivers the pitch. That one is swung on. Smith has it. Long throw. Not in time. Let's slow. That throw was not fast enough. Stover was able to beat it out. Get there in time.
Leadoff single for Stover. Perfect bouncer. Just split third baseman and shortstop, Shea and Sierra Smith, and too long of a throw for Shea.
But the double play ball is now open. So let's see if Bucaj can let her get one on the ground. See if they can roll it up. Pitch to her is bunted, and that one is picked up by Sierra Smith, who throws out the runner. But lead runner moves over to second base.
Great play by Nikki Gonzalez, getting that ball, getting to it real quick, locating it, firing it over to first, and then tracking back to third to cover Sierra. Perfect play.
We'll run out, one out, and run around second for the Rebels. And that's a slow roller, but that one, I think it was off of her foot maybe.
Yep, she takes a minute, steps it off, but fouled off her foot into play.
So count's going to go. Count is going to go to 0-1 for Mia Trejo. And that pitch is inside. Almost hit Trejo. So the bunt by Samantha Diaz Move Stover over. And we got one out and a runner in scoring position. Bobo delivers the 2-1 pitch. That one is hit right up the middle. Lainey Gomez is going to have it. She's bringing it in, going to cut it off in time. Bianca Bowling was in there in position, ready for the relay. But just a solid piece of hitting by Trejo. There's going to be one out and a runner at first and third for UNLV.
No runs have scored yet, but we are seeing Lexi Coons warm up in the bullpen. She has taken a quick minute.
Lexi Coons, who finished off the last game against Princeton, got a strikeout and was able to seal that win.
Pinch hitter, I believe, for the UNLV Rebels. Devin Marshall, the pinch hitter.
Now batting, Devin Marshall.
She's a freshman. Gonna get her at bat. Bobo's gonna deliver the first pitch to her. That one is high and inside, ball one. So for those of you just joining us, UNLV is up 2-1, top of the 6th inning. We got one out and runners on first and third. Bobo, who's pitched solid all game, finding herself in a jam. And that one is over the head of Smith at third base. That's going to score a UNLV run. And the pinch hitter comes through for UNLV, scoring a run. Moving a batter over to second. We got another runner in scoring position with one out still.
Devin Marshall picking up an RBI.
A little bit disheartening for Lopes.
It's her second RBI of her Rebels career.
Emily Vela going into run for the Rebels. Batting now is the designated player number 5, Alyssa Navarro.
So we have another substitution for the Rebels. Emily Vela, the sophomore utility player, is going to come in and pinch run. And Alyssa Navarro is going to step in for UNLV. One out, runner on first and second. First pitch. That one is swung on it up the middle. That's going to be good. She's going to be waved home, and the throw is not in time. That's going to be another run for UNLV. Alyssa Navarro able to get that ball into the outfield. She's able to move to second. Runner advances to third, and a run scores. So UNLV being very productive this inning. Bats kind of starting to come alive as they're jumping all over Bukaj. And we still have one out. And two runners in scoring position. Check over to the bullpen of GCU. Lexi Coons still warming up.
Now for the Rebels, number 11.
Expect to see her possibly next inning.
Another pinch hitter coming in for Raina Bondi, who was 0-3. Going to see number 11, Kylie Harrison.
So Bukaj is going to deliver the first pitch to Harrison. That one is swung on and missed. Oh, a good pitch down and away by Bukaj. Oh, one out. Runners at first and third. Pitch. That one's in the dirt and outside. Good job of Lee Gonzalez getting in front of that ball. block it up. Bobo looking for a little confidence here. The 1-1 pitch. That one swung on and sliced foul. So these UNLV hitters have not struggled to make contact with Bobo's pitches. But the count is 1-2. Bobo reaches down and delivers the 1-2 pitch. That one is swung on and up the middle. The throw is back at home, and Nicky Gonzalez delivers that hard tag. It's going to be a rundown looking like, but no, Nicky Gonzalez holds it.
She could have got the runner at first, but I think Bobo was in her way and she was trying to throw.
Oh, so the fielder's choice got the run at home. Nicky Gonzalez had kind of a hard collision with the base runner, but she held on to the ball and was able to get that out. So, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. And the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Nicky Gonzalez checks both runners. And batting once again is the senior third baseman, Jade Yadao Valdez. The 0-1 pitch to Valdez. Nicky Gonzalez pump fakes. And we're going to have another pinch runner for UNLV.
Marina Bondi is just coming back in for Kylie Harrison, so Harrison came in to hit the ground ball that resulted in fielder's choice, but Bondi's going to come back in.
And so after a little bit of a meeting on the mound, Bobo's going to get her feet on the rubber and deliver this 1-1 pitch here. And that one is hit. Smith has it. She's going to throw to first. No problem. So after it's all said and done, 2 runs are scored by UNLV. And the score is 4-1. Lopes look to bounce back at the bottom of this inning.
GCU TV's latest series is here to answer your questions. Watch new episodes of Ask GCU every week on youtube.com/GCU and tweet all your GCU-related questions to Ask GCU to get your questions featured.
Ask GCU. That's quite the fun segment.
Good little series we got going on.
And quite the game we've got going on here. UNLV's slowly taking this one. They're up 4-1. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Added 2 runs there in the 6th. The Lopes are capable of coming back, though. 3 runs is nothing to them. They've had a lot of base runners. They've stranded 5 throughout this game. A big inning here, and they're right back into it.
One thing standing in their way is Charlie Masterson, who has just been lights out for UNLV.
Only 67 pitches so far. She's got 3 strikeouts. Only 1 extra base hit allowed.
Alrighty, Lopes fans, batting now, center fielder, Lainey Gomez.
So center fielder Lainey Gomez is going to dig in. See if she can get something started for the Lopes. Ashton's going to go through a windup, and the first pitch to Gomez is right to the second baseman, who's going to get her out. So a routine play for UNLV, and there's 1 out.
Batting now, the catcher, Nicky Gonzalez.
So the hard-hitting Nicky Gonzalez is going to get a crack at Masterson once again. Gonzalez digs in. Masterson winds up. And the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. So we've got quite the matchup now with The hard-hitting Gonzalez. And Bianca bowling right behind her as that pitch is fouled off. So you got two solid bats that are hoping to break this thing open. Count is 1-1. This pitch is swung on, going back to the wall. The left fielder's gonna field that one, and Nikki Gonzalez has a stand-up double. Crowd starting to come to life here.
Great hit by Nikki Gonzalez. Hopefully that can spark the rest of the lineup to getting some big hits there. She powered that one out to left. Gonna see a pinch runner now for GCU.
It's going to be Caitlin Acton. Pinch ran in the last game. She's going to come in. Pinch run for Nikki Gonzalez. Let's get a little speed on that second base. One out. Runner in scoring position.
First baseman, Bianca Bowling.
Bianca Bowling, who's got a big bat. Going to step up. First pitch to Bowling. That one's high. Ball one. And the 1-0 pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Just painted the corner. Might have been a little low for Bowling's taste, but.
Good pitch by Masterson. Get that outside of the plate pitch out of the way. Don't want to give Bowling room to swing. Probably going to try to pitch it inside now and handcuff her.
The 1-1 is swung on and right back to Masterson, who's going to send it to first base. But not before Caitlin Acton moves over. So now 2 outs and a runner on third. And Maddie Dowdle is up.
Now batting in left fielder, number 4, Madeline Dowdle.
So we'll see if Maddie Dowdle can do something here. Bring in Acton. Dowdle showing bunt. Ashton winds up the pitch. That one is swung on and missed by Dowdle. Masterson winds up, delivers the pitch. That one hits the outside corner but is not called strike, so count goes to 1-1. One pitch in the dirt. Count's gonna go to 2-1. So Dowdle trying to get a board any way possible, but primary focus should be getting this run in. And with 2-1, this pitch is swung on and chopped. Third baseman has it, gonna throw it over. Tires aside and no problem. So runner left in scoring position for the Lopes. And after 6 innings, UNLV still leads 4-1. Don't go anywhere. We've got GCU softball right here.
I'm Christian Talon, and I'm earning my bachelor's in information technology at Grand Canyon University. I really wanted to be able to integrate my faith and career, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to go to GCU. One of my favorite ways to do that is by being a part of the life groups on campus. It's a great place to come and study the Bible and have that community experience. Cyber threats are a growing problem for companies and individuals alike. A lot of resources online are under scrutiny of attack. I found it my purpose to try and help businesses and Christian foundations and defend themselves against those attacks. One of the great benefits of going to GCU is that we as students get access to the state-of-the-art IT labs that the university is setting up for us. I really feel like the professors at GCU have invested in me personally They're always encouraging and providing me with the resources to further my own education and really just grow my interest and passion for technology.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu/IT.
Welcome back to GCU softball. It is the top of the 7th inning. UNLV is going to have their chance at the at-bat, but they are up 4-1 against the GCU Antelopes. Bukaj, first pitch is fouled off, and she has pitched great. However, they jumped on her last inning, scoring 2 runs, extending their lead. GCU has not been able to answer back on offense. But the batter is Justine Faderi, excuse me. And that pitch to her is strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch is swung on. Smith, Smith, who was judging that hop, thought she'd be able to play, but it went right over her head. Not much she could do about that. So Federi reaches aboard with a base hit.
Tough break there for the Lopes. It took a weird hop on her, but leadoff runner gets on.
That ball is bunted. It's going to go right to first, no problem. So Janine Petmecki, bunts that one. Moves over Federi. 1 out and a runner on second for the Rebels.
At bat for the Rebels, catcher Brooke Stover.
Brooke Stover is going to dig in for the Rebels, try to see if she can score this run from second. Bukaj is going to give her the first pitch. That one is swung on. Lainey Gomez going back, and she is there for the routine fly ball. But Federi tags up and makes it to third.
Great base running by Federi. Timed that catch perfectly and got there. Lopes did all they could do with that outlet.
Now batting the shortstop, Samantha Diaz.
So Samantha Diaz, the shortstop. It's going to be a bat with 2 outs and a runner on third. Pitch to her is swung on and foul. Pitch to Diaz is fouled again. Strike goes to 0-2. It's now 0-2 with 2 outs and a runner on the third. Bobo's going to try and end the offense for the Rebels. See if the Lopes can be able to get back into it. The 0-2 pitch. That one is low for a ball. Count goes to 1-2. So Diaz spits in her hand and rubs the dirt, digs in with a 1-2 count. And Bobo's pitch swung on and fouled.
Coach tried to play that one again, hit him right in the hands.
Tried to play it off like that didn't sting. I see you. That stung. Heard from up here. But the count remains 1-2 to Diaz. Bobo's pitch. Inside, it's going to bounce on the plate. But Nikki Gonzalez does a great job of recovering.
Beautiful play by Nikki Gonzalez.
Federi could not go. She thought about it. Gonzalez said, no way, I've got it. So 2-2. Diaz still the batter. Bobo pitching it up. That one is swung right to Bobo. Is going to have no problem giving it to Bowling. And that side is retired. So no runs are scored by UNLV. However, GCU is still down 4-1. They're going to try an attack at the bottom of this inning.
Singer, songwriter, author, and humorist Mark Lowry is coming to the GCU Arena with his newest tour, What's Not to Love? Enjoy a night of music and comedy March 10th. Tickets are available at gcuarena.com.
Should be a fun event at the arena. What's not to love? Well, what's not to love about these Lopes right now? Obviously, they're down, but they've got big bats. And I think they're confident that they can try and come back with a walk-off win.
A lot of the players have the reverse cap on, rally caps.
Crowd still staying faithful. A lot of them bundled up right now. It gets a little cold in the desert at night.
Crowd is staying faithful. But the rally's going to have to start with the 8-9 hitters, Jordan Keaton and Taylor Kay. Going to have to lead the way off for the Lopes. Meanwhile, in other Lopes sports, men's baseball dropped their second game of the night to Valparaiso, 12-6. Men's basketball game just under a minute left. They are going to get the victory on senior night. Going to win by more than 10 points, a double-digit victory, moving into the WAC tournament against CSUB. Definitely a solid play for them.
Great to see the men's basketball team doing well, heading into the WAC tournament. And we're back right now with softball. So Jordan Keaton's going to dig in, try to get things started for the Lopes, try to get this rally going. First pitch to her is a strike. Masterson still out there, still pitching well. So Keaton digs in with 0-1. Masterson does her shimmy, winds up, pitches. Keaton swings over that one in the dirt. Strike two. Masterson has an interesting windup. Kind of shifts to the side a little bit. But it works for her. She's been pitching well all game. Only held the Lopes to 1 run, and the 0-2 pitch from her is in the dirt. Keaton holds off on that one.
Keaton popped out in the second, got a single in the fourth. Just going to need to start the Lopes off on a good note here in the seventh.
Well, Keaton went 2 for 4 in the game against Princeton, so it's been a pretty productive day for her. And the 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, but that's a ball. A little bit too outside. Masterson, who lives and dies by the inside and outside corner. Can't get that one to fall her way. 2-2 pitch is swung on and caught. Not much you could do about that one. Solid contact, but right to the senior third baseman, Jade Yadao Valdez. Good play by Valdez.
Great hit by Keaton, just unfortunate. Maybe a foot more to the right. She'd have extra bases. She'd have at least a single.
Well, there's one out. Taylor Kay digs in. She bunts, and that one is not in time. Taylor Kay, as I've always said, is the queen of the bunt. She can lay it down anywhere perfectly and beat you out. No problem. She does it so right there. She gets aboard with a 1-out bunt.
And now second baseman, Lorianne Olson.
And we're going to go to the top of the lineup now. Second baseman, Lorianne Olson. Love to see her bat come alive and move over Taylor Kay. Wouldn't be surprised if we see some fireworks by Kay. She's got wheels. First pitch to Olson is high and outside. Ball 1. And Olson finds the gap between shortstop and third base. Gets aboard with a single.
This game ain't over yet. These Lopes never say die. And Shea Smith will come to the plate. Chance to be clutch.
And if you take a look into the dugout, you'll definitely see all those Lopes players with their rally caps on. A couple gloves on the head. Anything to try and get them to come back, but they've got 1 out and 2 runners on. And now, Shea Smith, the whack hitter of the week, going to be up to bat. She's going to try and stay hot. She tripled earlier in the game and later scored. So a big hit by her would be much needed by these Lopes. And with 1 out and runners on first and second, Masterson's going to pitch to Smith. That is hit. The ball gets down. And Shea Smith is aboard with a single.
Perfectly placed hit by Shea Smith. Just not, almost was a little too hard, and it was going to get to the center fielder's glove. Center fielder thought about diving in there, but the risks might have been a little too much if they missed it.
So center fielder did the right thing and let the ball fall.
So now the tying run is on first.
But now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Sierra Smith. Trying to do some damage right here. Crowd getting alive. And that ball paints the outside corner, strike 1. Smith is a very patient hitter, but a great hitter nonetheless. So 0-1. 1 out, bases loaded. Masterson winds up, delivers the pitch. High, ball 1. So it counts 1-1. Benches jumping up and down, starting to come alive. Fans are banging on the chairs, wanting a little rally here.
Sierra Smith hit a grand slam in the Lopes' second game here in this new ballpark.
And that ball is crushed. It is going back. Oh, off the wall. Sierra Smith is going to slide into second. 2 runs are going to score, and a runner moves to third. What a hit by Sierra Smith. She doubles, no problem.
That ball missed clearing by inches. That ball didn't miss much.
I'll tell you what, I saw that ball off the bat. I buckled up and my stomach dropped. I thought that was going out of the park. But it bounces off the white of the fence. Inches from being a grand slam. But 2-run score. 4-3, 1 out and 2 runners. Scoring position.
What a hit by Sierra Smith. What a clutch hit. That hit the white stripe on top of that fence.
So this place, GCU Stadium, comes alive. It's a game of inches right now. That ball looked like it was flying over the fence. But 1 out, and we got a runner at second and third. So great position for the Lopes, who are looking to walk this one off. A little bit of a meeting between the UNLV Rebels. Not sure what what's going on, but they're trying to figure themselves out. They've had the lead this entire game, but the Lopes have answered back in the form of big bats coming through.
So 3 singles and a double gets the job done for the Lopes. Still got some work to do. Down by 1, but only 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position.
So a new pitcher is going to come in for UNLV. That's going to be
Janine Petmecki is moving over.
So Janine Petmecki, the right fielder who just saw that ball hit the top of the white, is going to come up to pitch. We get our warm-ups in right now. And the GCU Lopes are hot.
Got to figure out some substitution changes.
And I'll tell you what, as a fan, I'm loving this team right now.
Yeah, it was electric in here right when she hit that ball. That was a loud, cracked hit.
Saw a couple fans stand up. Thought it was over. Now they're sitting down, ready to see more action. Laney Gomez is gonna dig in, try and even things up right now. We got the tying run on third base, go ahead run on second. And the first pitch from Petmecki is swung on and slapped just foul.
Shea had to dodge that one. So we got Sierra on second, Shea on third. Any ball hit to deep center or deep right, they'll score a run.
And this game's over. Yeah, Laney Gomez, she's eager, she's hungry, she wants a part of this. So, the 0-1 pitch to Gomez. Crowd is electric here right now. That is swung on and fielded by the second baseman, but not before a run scores. So Gomez does her job. And with 2 outs, the game is now tied.
Shea Smith comes around to score, so 3 singles for the Lopes. All come around to score runs. Shea Smith doubled it to score 2 of them. Laney Gomez gets the job done, and now Nikki Gonzalez is up to bat. She's got a chance. Any play any ball in play will win the game for the Lopes. And we may see some extras out here today.
As a Lopes fan, I am excited for Nikki Gonzalez to be up. She's got a big bat. Been a little quiet this game, but she's a great hitter and the person that I want in this situation. Got a runner at third, 2 outs. Gomez hoping to be the hero here. UNLV has been ahead all game. Coming into this inning, leading 4-1 to run. And that ball just barely misses. Out now 2-0. So count is in favor of Nikki Gonzalez, who's been behind the plate the last 2 games. Been fantastic back there.
She's 2 for 3 so far this game, double and a single.
Oh, and she takes a big swing and that ball just goes back. So now the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. And a little bit of a chant started right here. And that ball is the shortstop, and we're going to go into extra innings. So GCU is able to even it up at 4-4, but they cannot break even. And Bobo's going to go back out there to continue pitching. So, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a break.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
So, we're back with GCU women's softball. Little late inning festivities going on as GCU was able to tie it up in the 7th inning, 4-4. We're going to go to extras, top of the 8th.
The rules in softball are in the extra innings, they automatically throw a runner on second.
And with that hit,